Go to YouTube, see how it's good.
Yeah. It's supposed to be live on Black Baseball Media, right?
Yep, on the YouTube page. You see it?
It's not live. It's not live. No. Actually, hold on. I see it right here. It says Classic Year 5. Yeah.
You went in there? We good? How it look?
It sounds pretty good, too.
So we testing. All right, I'm gonna mute it. What's happening, everybody? It's the voice. Know y'all missed me.
I held it down while you were gone, man. I held it down while you were gone in San Diego.
I appreciate you, brother. Hey, we back, y'all. Year 5 of the Classic. First game we got. First of all, let everybody know we got in the booth. We got my boy, the bearded one, Coach Sam in the booth. And
Good morning, everybody.
And we got a special guest who's going to be doing color commentary. He's going to be everywhere. He's going to be on the field. He's going to be giving us player feedback. This young man has been around the game for quite some time. Coach's kid. He's been all across America. You don't know what I'm talking about, the one and only Lawrence Q Noble. Q, what up with your boy?
Man, what's the deal? What's the deal? Yeah, you can't leave out. I played in Japan too. So international.
International player.
International. What's that? We got Afghan song.
International player.
Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Be international with it.
Yeah, man. The baseball guys are gonna bless us. We might get another shower, but I think after that we pretty much clear for the day. We got Ogden taking INO right now. Coach Sam, give us a brief preview about Ogden and what's been going on with him so far this season.
First of all, just wanted to say the baseball guys have definitely been blessing us. If you have not seen the forecast, we are going to get our games in. Current temperature right now is 61 degrees. A little overcast, a little bit of a drizzle, but that don't stop nothing because this is Chicago high school baseball. This is what we do. So starting off with Ogden. Ogden is coming out as the major underdog, and today they're throwing their big guy, Jacob Cordero, the junior. One thing about Jacob is that he's a power pitcher, and we spoke during pregame, and the message from him was just he has to hit his spots. He knows what he's going up against at Homewood Flossmoor. Homewood Flossmoor, they're one of the top programs in the state, big bats all around, and he just mentioned, hey, as long as I keep the ball down, get ground balls, I should keep my guys in the game. And as far as for Homewood Flossmoor, we got a chance to speak to Cormac Saunders and Evan Bradford, two seniors for the program, and their message is just the same as well. You know, they know who they are. They know what people have been saying. But despite the fact that they are a top 10 ranked and actually ranked number 5 in the state, that doesn't negate the fact that they can't sleep on a program like Ogden International. So today we should be seeing a really, really competitive ball game, and I honestly don't think that we're going to see what a lot of people are expecting. So I'm hoping that Ogden comes out today, that they compete, and that they execute. And then, hey, you never know. We've seen things last year. We saw, Ogden, they know what it's like to be overlooked.
Yep.
Or what they know what it looks like to overlook, rather.
Somebody.
And this is their opportunity to get back and prove to people that, hey, just because Homewood Flossmoor is one of the top teams in the state, hey, that doesn't mean that we're not here to compete and you can't overlook us. So, so that's the I&Os from Coach Sam for today.
So Q, let's talk about it, man. You've been playing the game, baseball your whole life. Talk about, when you see the Classic, man, and you seeing this. Let's talk about in this spell, like what would it have been for you to be able to play in something like this coming up?
I mean, it's a beautiful experience. Honestly, you got an opportunity. Generally most of the city gonna be out. The best of the city and the state gonna be out. You got 5 ranked HF. I'm sure a bunch of hungry guys over there with Ogden. It's just overall just a great experience and an opportunity for everybody that's on the field. And you can never overlook the opportunity that may be presented because you don't know who's out here. You don't know what scout or what coach from whatever you want to go is out here, So it's always a good chance to make a name for yourself, especially at the Chicago Super Bowl of baseball.
High school baseball, yes, sir.
Baseball, man. You can't underrate that opportunity.
Yeah, Coach Marcus has took over the program a couple years ago, and he's really HF always been a big name in baseball. But he's took the program over after one of the coaches had left. This man just walked in the booth. I'd be remiss if I don't talk about this man. He's a Chicago legend, a Simeon alum, one of the original founders of Ace. You know what I'm saying? My man, my dog, Kevin Cole is in the booth. What's up, Kev?
What up, though? What's up, Buck?
How you been, brother?
Got Noble in here.
Yep.
All grown up.
I know, that's crazy, man.
Gonna make the big screen debut this week.
It's the 7th, right?
We here. It took us 5 years, but we here.
You know what I'm saying? Coach Kev, when you see this, man, you see what Coach Marcus has done with HF. I mean, you've watched Marcus for a long time. You've seen him come up through the Ace program as a coach. You know his coaching style. You know, when you see the program ranked number 5, coming off a big win from Mount Carmel, what do you think about it?
I think he's headed in the right direction. You know, if you got the team ranked and beating other ranked teams, you know, you're headed in the right direction. That means you're doing all things right. That means your pitching is good, your fielding is good, and you got some timely hits, and so and everybody's on the same page, and so that's important. That's the only way. Like, coaching matters when you have talent, and so coaching matters when you don't have talent, and you're not going to win the big games if you don't have a culture that's set up for your team to beat big teams. And looks like they come out expecting to win. If you beat Mount Carmel, obviously Mount Carmel is probably one of the favorites to win state this year. You know what I mean? And so if you have an opportunity to come out and beat them, and they game with the extra innings, didn't it? So yeah, so they have a culture of winning where they come out and expect to win, and that's credit to the head coach.
When you see a coach like Coach Poole at Ogden, he took a program that was, you know, fairly, you know, went around. And when you see him building something up over there in Humboldt Park, you know, what do you think about that? You went to Cincinnati, changed the culture down there at the RBI Academy, and rebuilding it and putting your brand on it. What do you think about Coach Poole and what he's doing at Ogden?
They play baseball in Humboldt Park.
Yeah.
So, believe me, I grew up playing against the Clemente,
Yes,
and
sir.
so coach has done an outstanding job. You know what I mean, and he's got some good ball players over there and a respectable program. Ogden didn't exist. Like, I've been in Cincinnati 3 years, and Ogden didn't exist before I left. So to come back and see him have a competitive team and have a buzz around the program on their side is huge, man. So congrats to Coach Poole and all the work that he's put in.
Yep. So when you guys, I'll ask the whole room, when you coming off, you know, it's gonna be a rainy day. You know, the field is wet right now. What are some of the things, you know, from a coach's standpoint? Put your coach hat on for a second, Coach Kev. What is one of the things you telling the kids, you know, how to play the game right now? What's going to matter?
Don't rush. Don't try to play too fast. Make sure your feet are underneath you when you're making plays. When you're throwing a baseball, make sure you grab the seams when you're throwing the ball, so it goes where you want it to go, and just be under control. There's gonna be a lot of slipping and sliding out here. You're gonna see kids steal second base and slide past the bag because the turf is wet. And, a lot of wasted baseballs in this game because they're gonna be playing with waterlogged balls and things of that nature. And so it completely. I like to play small ball on days like this, but the wind is blowing out. You know what I mean? And so if we ain't a home run hitting team, then we definitely gonna play small ball because I want them infielders to be throwing that ball around the field, and so because they're gonna throw some away. That's guaranteed. You know what I mean? And so that's the most important. Just be under control.
Q, you've been an outfielder. Particular seeing this wet right here. What are you thinking going through your mind right now?
It's very important to hit that cutoff, man. You know, you want to eliminate all 90s, you know, because a free base could lead you to losing the ball game. You know, like Coach Cat was saying, it's important that you get that grip and you make that strong throw because when you rush some, more times than not, errors tend to happen. You want to eliminate those on a day like today because it's not going to be a high-scoring affair, in my opinion, with the weather being the way it is. But you just want to do your best that you can to make the play.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts meanwhile were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red bright, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night, and let our flag white still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's Tim Jackson, BBM Zone on vocal cords. Coach Sam, real quick, we asked Coach Kenny about from the coach standpoint. We're here doing a game like this. We talk about the outfield as a catcher. Can you talk about some of the particulars you're thinking about playing on the left field?
Sorry about that. So as a catcher, first thing is making sure that everybody's where they need to be. Infield has to be positioned right. Got to make sure that your outfield is set up because you have the bird's eye view from everything out there on the field. On a day like today when it's wet, footing is important. So as long as everybody's in their right spot, hey, just make sure you handle the business. I'm keeping my pitcher calm, making sure that everything on that mound, they're playing on turf, so the turf is going to be a little damp, making sure that my pitcher is comfortable. And also, as a catcher, I have to make sure that I keep everything as close to me as possible. Hopefully everything that's in the dirt, is for strikes, because then we're going to be wasting a lot of wet. We're going to have a lot of wet baseballs, and that's a bad advantage for my pitcher. So yeah, but we're getting ready to get started. Hey, it's about time. We are here. It is the Chicago High School Baseball Classic. We have Kevin Cole. We got Q Noble. Hey, it's go time right now. Looks like we have a little bit of confusion on the field. So, Kevin, let me just ask, this is our first interaction face to face. Let me just ask, you coming out here, you're seeing a program like Homewood Flossmoor. You're seeing these two programs that are competing. A lot of people are coming out saying that Homewood Flossmoor is just going to come out here and dominate. If you're Coach Poole, I'm sorry, what's your message to the Ogden Owls?
We got to play the game. We can't beat ourselves. We got to make our routine plays. We got to throw strikes, and we got to get some timely hits. And we got to put some pressure on them to make sure that they're confident enough to beat us. And so it doesn't matter who you're playing. Anybody can be beat on any given day. If he put a good arm on the mound and he's throwing strikes and staying ahead of hitters and getting soft contact and able to stay in the game as long as possible, then anything can happen, And so I'm just going to tell the kids to believe in themselves and all the work that they put in. Today is the day that they get to show the rest of the world that, that they've worked hard and they deserve the respect. And you do that by you have an opportunity to beat a ranked team today. So another opportunity to put their name on the map, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And now let's flip that question. Now you're Coach, you're Coach Marcus, and you guys are coming in as the highly ranked program against a team that a lot of people aren't considering a formidable opponent. What's the message to your guys? You guys, like I said, you're considered number 5 in the state. What's the message to your guys?
We got to be the best. We got to be our best self. And so we got to go out and show everybody that we're number 5 in the state. And so we got to go out and turn this into a 5-inning game. And so that all starts on the mound. And so I see they got Antonio Brown on the mound. Antonio should be able to dominate a team like this, but he's got to be in the strike zone. If he ain't in the strike zone, he's going to allow the other team to build confidence. And you know what happens when teams that ain't supposed to be in the game with you and build confidence, by the end of the game, they think they have an opportunity to win. You know what I mean? And so, if he goes out and does what he's supposed to do, Homewood should be fine.
Absolutely. Well, hey, listen, we are getting ready to kick off, and as mentioned, we have starting pitcher for Homewood Flossmoor, Antonio Brown. Today, hey, it's a little damp out here. Starting temperature, 61 degrees, slight overcast, a little bit of rain, but by the time we get to maybe the 4th or 5th inning, the weather should let up, and we should have a nice, clean ball game the rest of the way. The Homewood Flossmoor Vikings are led by head coach Marcus Rogers, going into his 3rd season. Then we have for the away team, Ogden International Owls, coming from the north side of Chicago, led by head coach William Poole. So I had a chance this week to talk to a few of the players, and there's been one word that a lot of them have been using, they've been throwing around lately, and that's the word landslide. When I spoke to a few of the players, they're looking at this opportunity as, hey, we have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And so when I spoke to Jacob Cordero earlier, kind of off camera, I asked him, what was the idea for him in terms of having a great game. And he just said to see his guys come out here, compete, play hard, and at the end of the day, do what they need to do to shock all of the people here in Ozanga. So we are getting ready to get started. The throwdown is the beginning, and we are about to play ball. And leading off with the Ogden International Owls is Kennedy King commit AJ Ramirez. AJ right now is dominating in the city of Chicago. Last time we checked, he was hitting nearly 800. So this kid is raking right now.
This kid we got on the mound right here named Brown, the coach's kid. He was the original gym baby. Seen him, become what he's becoming. It's getting really good, man. So we off right now. First pitch.
And it's
ground
the ground
ball
ball to the pitcher. First pitch, one out, and we have one out.
I love the way that at least AJ coming as a lead hitter. He came out. He said, hey, I'm attacking first pitch fastball. I see it. So if Ogden has a great mentality of attacking first pitch fastball and being aggressive, you got to love it right now.
I mean, honestly, though, that's what you want to see from your starting pitcher if you HF. One pitch, one out, especially on a day like today. The quicker you get your outs, the more you get your bats up to hit, man. Better chance.
And we have a foul ball hit down the left field line for strike one.
Looks like Ogden are really out in front trying to make things happen. Which is
What would you say? What we got on this Brown kid's stats right now? He look like he's throwing a little something.
Mid-80s. Probably said it. It's a big kid out there on the mound.
Big kid with a lot of room to grow.
Oh, yeah. I said I brought coach's kid for a long time, man. I know him personally, know his family.
And we have a line drive hit to right field, and we are starting off. We have got ourselves a single to start off with the number 2 hitter, and coming up is that aforementioned Jacob Cordero.
That was a great piece of hitting by the 2-0 hitter. Short and quick, compact. Took it to the right side of the where the ball was pitched at. So hey, it's a great job.
It was, man. You don't gotta do too much with the game. Let the game dictate what you're doing. Most people want to get up here and want to hit a home run instead of letting the game do what you need you to do. And that's what it needs to do. Get on base, see on base. See what happens next.
So we have one out. Here we are. We have Junior Jacob Cordero. Here's the pitch. And we have a foul ball for strike one.
They hunting first pitch fastball. I'm not mad at it. I want this Coach Vince over there, pitching coach, he's going to start switching them off and start, changing, giving them off pitch the first one.
All right, here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike two.
If I see you out in front of everything, guess what? I'm not going to show my hand, but not to the 3-0 hitter. He's not going to get nothing close to hit right now. I'm pretty sure the catcher's going to be setting up away something in the dirt. If I'm a second baseman, the good pitch still on right now. He does have a big lead.
And here's the payoff. And a swing and a miss for strike three.
There it is!
Gotta break yourself working early, not looking like a strike. It's very important that when you're pitching your breaking ball, not only can be thrown for a strike, but can look like a strike. And that's what allowed him to get that strikeout right there.
And coming up to the plate is the 4 hitter for Ogden, J.J. Herman.
It's a great pitch by Brown. Didn't get rattled off the hits to right field. Come back, get the 3-hole hitter. As a coach, I love to see that right there.
All right, so we have 2 outs, runner on first, and we have a fake. Got me.
Looking at the radar.
So Homewood Flossmoor is coming out, as we mentioned, and we have a throw over to first, and the runner is safe. So we have Homewood Flossmoor. The highlight of their season thus far is beating a program in Mount Carmel. But then, as we mentioned, we have a team like Ogden International coming out today. If you're coach Marcus Rogers, what are you telling your guys?
One pitch at a time. One pitch at a time. That's it. That's the pass. First team we play is ourselves.
And the first pitch is for a strike. When we watch Homewood Flossmoor, we know their history. We know that their history goes back a very, very long time, and they have a strong history of winning. To see them in this spot, as we have ball one, since we know the history of Homewood Flossmoor, what is something that you've seen Marcus do that's kept the program strong and keeping it thriving?
I think he brought his style. He brought his style. He's a quiet assassin. He don't say that much stuff. Marcus doesn't talk a lot. But when he talks, he means business. But he has brought one of the best staffs in the public in the city of Chicago and the south suburbs in the state of Illinois. I'll put him up against anybody.
And he fouls it off to stay alive, and his count remains 1-2 with 2 outs.
He brings Jacob Schroeder, played at NIU, played at Illinois. You bring in Reggie Barker, who was, played Division I baseball in HBCU. You bring Vince Harrison, draft pick, played at Harlan.
And just a bit inside.
And then you bring in yourself, who played at HBCU baseball too. And both, we got 2 scouts on the team. With Marcus was a scout and Vince was a scout, and Reggie as well too. So you got a lot. There it is.
And there it is for strike 3, and now we'll retire the side.
Brown, they getting shook up by the first hit. Came back. You strike out the 3-4 hitter. If you coach Vince right now, you're loving it. Now we get to see the Ogden Owls take the field.
And that will do it for the first half of the inning. 1 hit, no damage done. And coming up next, the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings getting their opportunity to get their first hacks at their pitch. And on the mound, we have junior Jacob Cordero. Jacob is not a stranger to big moments. Obviously playing high-level travel baseball. He is an ace kid, but he also has been very well coached, and he's considered one of the top players, not just for his Ogden program, but in CPL. So what is it that you know about Jacob Cordero?
Big guy, big arm, not scared of the moment. He's played in this series twice, I believe, maybe 3 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, this is his third time.
This is third
he
time.
grew up here.
Yeah. So seeing him mature, become the young man that he is, and guess what? He wanted the ball right now.
Yes.
He's played along with a lot of those guys on that HF team, and he played against them. So it's a little bit of hey, I'm finna come get you.
One question that you gotta ask though is like when you're going against guys that you've played against or you play with, what mindset is important that you have when you're going against your guys that you're playing with? You probably see in the film that you may like want to crack a smile or something because it's like I want to get you, and so it's like I just ask you, Coach, what would be your mindset going into this outing?
I love you outside the lines, but in these lines, I'm trying to knock your dome off, Joe.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's got to be.
But I used to tell you guys when I coached you guys, I said, hey man, look, I don't care if your mama out there. I don't care if your mama out there. You better take it to your mama and your grandma. I don't care, no matter what. So, rain is steady coming down. It's misty. We got about rain. I know about 12 o'clock it's supposed to be clearing out.
Mikey Watson up to bat.
And here's the pitch. And
Jacob.
he starts off with a ball for 1-0.
Good off-speed pitch, trying to start the Vikings off, knowing they probably hunting first pitch fastball. Know one thing about Marcus. He doesn't like a statue at the plate. You go up there swinging the bat.
And we start off with the count 2-0. So Q, you asked the question, what it's like to play against somebody that you've grown up with, that you've played with in the travel ball circuit. I'm gonna use the Huckabees, Alex and Max. Those are 2 of my closest friends, and the count is now 1-2. I'm sorry,
Way to nibble at it. Way to nibble at that corner.
Wow, what a call.
I asked myself last weekend, what would it have been like to play with those guys? I just know when an opportunity showed for us to line up against each other. And we have a run down to third base.
Hey, way to play the game. We talked about small ball. We talked about small ball in the pregame with Kevin Cole.
Yep,
Who thought about it?
Marcus did.
And here it is. That caught them off balance because we know Coach Marcus love his boys to swing. But we talked about it. Wet surface, got good speed. Third base is playing back. Wasn't even playing in the grass. So guess what? I'm going to drop one down. And guess what? I won't be surprised if he do it again right now.
And so we have no outs, runner on first. And at the plate right now, we have Ashton Jones. And runner goes. We have a throw, and the runner will be safe.
Oh!
And just like Coach said, hey, sliding into second base, you're gonna see some overslides.
You gotta start that. You gotta start that slide by the time you get to the mound. And then you're gonna coast your way into the second base.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true. Everybody's been there before, but you
know
gotta
what I'm
adjust to
saying?
the environment.
Got to.
So the count is 1-0, runner on second, and here's the pitch. And we have a strike. The count is now 1-1.
This umpire is very pitcher friendly.
Wish you had the ABS system right now, huh?
I don't wish nothing. You know, but hey, the umpire call what he call. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And guess what? Get up on that plate, take the outside away, hit the ball to right field.
You know.
And we have a fake at second, keeping them honest.
It's important, you know, for 5, you know, to just do a job. Move the runner, do anything you can to get this runner to third to make it easy for the guy coming up behind you.
I'm pushing the ball down first base. I got to see if they can field the ground ball. I'm putting pressure on right now. We got speed on top of speed.
And we have it in the dirt. And there's no throw. And we have a runner advanced to the third.
We get what?
Great.
1-1 count?
So the count is 2-1.
2-1?
So the count is 2-1, no outs, runner on third.
Do a job, ball in play, ball in advance to the right side. Fly ball to the outfield, do a job.
And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And the count is now. Oh, what did we miss? Well, we got one out.
No, he's not.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, well.
Maybe watching a different game.
It's an early ball game. The current time right now is 9:59. We had rain overnight. Sure, he got some really good sleep. And up at the plate now, we have number 13, Jalen Webb, and here's the pitch for strike 1.
You know, I actually talked to Jacob Short a little before the game, and this is pick to click. You know, he's been swinging a really hot stick, and let's see if he can, you know, this back there remain hot through this weather. You know, he looks like he got a pretty good, you know, stance, athletic guy.
And we have a fly ball to center field.
That's over his head. That's over his head.
That is going to be
That's over
extra
his head.
bases.
You gotta send him, coach. You gotta send him. You gotta send him home for the classic.
And
send
here
him
he
home for
comes.
the
He's
classic.
in home.
Send him home.
We have a
You gotta
threat
send
at
him
the plate, and he
home.
is saved.
That's at the park, baby.
And we have an inside the park home run.
You gotta send him home. We're starting early right now.
His pick to click with a drive, hit the base of the wall in center field, and managed to get an inside the park home run, showing off the athleticism and wheels. Man, that was a swing.
And on a day like today, when the ball is being hit in the air, you got to face two elements. You got to track the ball, and you have rain. You have the rain fall into your face. So we have a big first play going into today's high school classic, and that was a two-run homer by Jalen Webb. And at the plate now is Evan Bradford, the right fielder, and a swing and a foul ball. For strike 1.
Look at Coach Marcus and like that swing. That's one thing I like about Coach Marcus, man. He's not gonna sit there and let you go up there look like Boo Boo the Fool. He gonna like, dude. He's probably telling him, "What are you doing, man? Like, stay back, think the ball, hit the ball to right field. Why are we out in front? Adjust to the fastball. Like, come on, man, get your head out your butt." That's what he just told him. You gonna tap him on the head right now? Oh, he didn't tap him on the head. Look, he told him, like, what are you doing? I've been around Marcus for a long time, man. I know that's what he told him. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, these guys are real tall guys. A lot of kilos on this guy.
And so right now, Evan Bradford's down in the count 0-1. And he gets a
Out in
ground
front
ball
again.
to third base. And we have out number 2.
You got to be able to step back on the ball. Coach Marcus, you a 4-hole hitter. You know you're not going to see a fastball. The Lakeland commit has to be able to stay back on that, because once you get to college, guess what they're going to happen? You're not going to see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good teaching moment right now.
So at the plate now, we have James Holly, Joliet Junior College commit, coming from the left side. And here's the pitch. And we have a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1.
Ump has been consistent as far as giving a high away. He's been, these type of strike zones is raining out.
Yeah.
Swing.
And we have a fly ball into the gap.
That got to be
And
called.
that is trouble.
He might send him again. He gonna hold him up. He gonna send him.
And we have a two-out stand-up triple by the Joliet Junior College commit, James Holly III.
Coach Kev talked about it earlier. The wind is blowing out. The wind is blowing out, man.
HF Vikings are swinging this bat, man. Started off with some small ball. The past two hits have been drives to this outfield, man.
You hear Coach Marcus tell him to be aggressive. If his first pitch fastball, he wants you hunting. Do not sit back on the swing.
And next up at the plate, we have number 21, Jameer Scott, heading to Russ College next season. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss for strike one.
I like the cut. I like the cut. I like that Jacob came right back at him. You know.
Aggressive height.
Jacob takes his time.
And here's the pitch. And it's in the dirt for
It's a
ball
good
boy.
block by the catcher right there. I like little stuff like that.
1-1 count right here. He just spiked up. It could have been a breaking ball or a fastball. You gotta think as a hitter. You gotta see this ball up, man. He don't want to throw this fastball to you. You gotta see this ball up.
And here's the pitch. And it's a bit outside for ball two. Count is now 2-1. 2 outs, runner on third. Shout out to all of the fans who have showed up and braved the weather. But we have 2 more games after today. And here's the pitch. And we have a foul tip. And that takes the count to 2-2.
Yeah, that's a little off speed right there. Did a job. Got the timing a little off a little bit. Not a pitch from the driver's seat right here to get his team back in the dugout. But can he make this pitch? What is the pitch that he should make?
I'm going at him right now.
Here's the payoff. And the ball is in the dirt. And that brings the count full. Full count with 2 outs, runner on second.
But they said a ball four, you don't have to do too much. You don't have to make something out of nothing. You can take your walk and give it to the guy behind you.
And here comes the payoff. And we have a foul ball hit to the left side. Count remains full.
That was a Teddy jam.
Good hands down there by Coach Marcus.
Gotta fight till you win.
Gotta come at him right now, man. Gotta come at him.
Here's
Your
the
best
payoff.
versus his best.
And
there it
down
is.
swinging, and that will end the first inning. The score 2-0, led by Jalen Webb with the 2-run homer to put Homewood Flossmoor on the board. And as we go into the top of the second inning, just want to give a quick few shout-outs to some of our sponsors here today. Shout out to, first of all, Black Baseball Media. Also, we want to send a shout-out and thank you to Ozinga Field for hosting and allowing us to be here on this beautiful, rainy Saturday morning. And also, we would like to thank some of our other people who have been here. We have Uncle Remus, who will be out today in the tailgate parking lot serving the people those good 2-piece meals with the fries and the bread and that sauce. And
Hungry already,
I'm starving, brother. I'm starving. So whenever they get here, call Coach's phone. But yeah, so again, right now the temperature currently is 56 degrees. We have a bit of an overcast and the rain is starting to let up just a little bit. As we looked at the forecast, the rain should be out of here around 11 o'clock, just in time for the remainder 2 games today. And also want to send a shout out to all of those University of Illinois alums as we celebrate the Illinois Fighting Illini tonight in the Final Four against UConn. So we will be back in just a moment as we get ready to kick off the second inning here at the Chicago High School Baseball Classic. All right, so we are back and at the plate right now for Ogden. It's number 8, Salinas, and he takes ball strike 1.
Brown is throwing that thing, man. Y'all said mid-80s. I don't know about mid-80s.
Brown was throwing mid-80s when he was 10.
Right. This is like all the mid-80s.
And we have a ground ball chop foul for strike 2.
Love the way the catcher popped up, made sure that he kept playing until he heard foul ball. That's one thing. Little things like that wins the games. Not the home runs, not the triples. It's little things.
So the count is 0-2.
And Coach, but I'm gonna argue that
Payoff. And
there it is.
Line for strike 3, and that will take us.
Some of the fans got the K's out for Brother Brown right now.
But I wouldn't say little things. I consider them to be the important things, man. Because everybody likes to call them the little things, but they're the things that take you from winning, losing championships. How can they be little? Those are important.
what I'll say is this. That's a great point. As coaches and players, we know that. As for the fans, people, they don't look at little stuff like that. As the casual fan, not the fanatic baseball fans like ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
He is on fire.
Brown working it, work it, JT, work it.
And the count is 1-1, 1 out. And at the plate right now for Ogden, we have number 16, we have Pagan. And right now the count is 2-1. So now the count right now is 2-1 with 1 out. And here's the pitch. And we have just a bit outside. Count is now 3-1.
Great pitch. You know what? You can tell Coach Vince has been really working with him on his breaking ball, man. It looks really, really good.
And here's the pitch and the count. And he paints the inside corner, and the count is now full.
The dude was consistent at first. He started squeezing our guy Brown, but let's see if Brown can make this pitch on 3-2.
We'll see what happens.
And there's a ground ball hit the second base. Nice and easy for out number 2.
Make a play.
And way to get out of that jam. Way to get out of that by the Purdue Northwest commit, Antonio Brown. And we have coming up to the plate for Ogden, we have number 17. And so here's the first pitch of the at-bat, and it goes for ball 1.
That's probably been his worst pitch of the day, man. But he's thrown a lot of quality pitches in just these 1 2/3. Man, I'm very excited to see this young man's future.
And here's pitch, and his second pitch is also a ball for ball 2. So right now the score is 2-0. It's early in the ball game. If you're Coach Poole, what's your message to you guys as we see ball 3?
Keep playing. Keep being a booger the blast away. Keep playing. You know, it's a whole lot of ball game left. You got to get on base, get some timely hits, and keep playing defense. You know, it's definitely can't be done. This game is not out of reach.
Not out of reach at all, man. You guys just compete right now. Compete.
And he gets one over for strike 1. The count right now is now 3-1 with 1 out.
I would probably give him the takes. I would probably give him a hit sign right there.
You probably got another take something.
Oh, and there he goes on the swing, and now the count is now 3-2.
Now I'm on Brown. Guess what? I'm blowing right past him now. I'm going right past him.
Count is
I'm gonna play with him.
Count is full. Here's the payoff pitch, and we got a line drive up the middle.
Great piece of hitting.
You know, before you said you was going to blow it past him, you know, I saw how aggressive he was on that 3-1 swing, and I just knew he was waiting on
But you know what though? I'd rather him earn his way than to walk his way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw my best against your best.
Yeah.
You give me this time, I tip my hat to you.
Yeah.
I got a lead. I'm up 2-0 right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I get a walk, now guess what? Now the game slows down. Now, you know, defense get more lax. No, you know, I got a good defense behind me. I believe in my stuff.
And coming to the plate.
Big lead.
Coming to the plate right now is the sophomore Elias Pimentel as he takes ball 1.
Hearing a lot of talk from this HF defense, and it's very important that, you know, as a defense, you're always communicating. Nothing should ever be assumed amongst each other, you know.
I love the way the HF is talking out there and communicating. I love the way that Ogden is really out here. They competing, man. That's what you want them to compete. It's a big lead.
Here's the pitch. And a foul ball off to the right side, and the count is now 1-2.
Ogden is up here swinging his bat.
They're swinging that pole.
They're not going to go down without swinging. I'll give them that.
Now, earlier this week, and we have a little duel going on between the pitcher and the runner. As I was talking with Coach Corey Hearn this week, the message
The bully.
The bully, yes. The message that he's had as we get the payoff pitch, ball outside for ball 2, count is now 2-2, is that, hey, nobody's expecting us to do anything anyway, so why not just go out here and just leave it out on the line, right?
Leave it all out there. Any given day.
Coach Poole said he was going to get Coach Hearn
ball
block.
Great at bat right now for Pimentels. The count is now full with two outs, runner on first.
I love the way Coach Poole is over there getting in the first baseman, getting his player's butt. I love it. That's what Coach Poole is bringing. He's brought.
Here's the payoff, and
There it is.
Up for strike 3, and that will do it for this half of the inning. As Ogden comes out of that last inning with 1 hit, with a runner stranded on first base, and we get ready to go into the bottom of the second. So, a couple more shout outs to some of our other sponsors. We want to send a shout out to State Farm, Marcus Jackson and his office, as well as Local 150 for being sponsors in today's Chicago High School Baseball Classic. And also, we want to make sure we recognize all of you all that are at home, wherever you are in the world, watching this ball game today. Thank you so much for checking in with Black Baseball Media. We are here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois, on this balmy 54-degree day.
It sucks because the weather's temperature gonna keep dropping.
Hey, but guess what? This is Chicago. This is what we do, right?
Man, you know nothing about that.
This is Chicago. This is what we do. This is why college scouts from down south are always asking about players, because they know those first few games of the season leading into the first month are always going to be cold, especially once they travel. So shout out to our kids here that are competing today in these elements. This game is also brought to you in part by the
Neville's.
boys.
And yeah, that's true. But we're gonna give a shout out to my man Neville's Heating and Air.
And give them the tagline.
Hey, we need your heating and air done right. Call it Neville tonight.
There we go. There we go. Shout out to Neville's Heating and Cooling.
I heard that.
And as we get ready to start the bottom of the second inning, coming to the plate for Homewood Flossmoor is number 32, Brock Hamilton. It's a big kid coming up here, man. He walked right past me out in the concourse, and I'm not very tall as is, but he definitely made me feel very short. So,
No.
HF has some real physical guys over there, man.
absolutely. But again, they're very well coached, led by head coach Marcus Rogers. And so as we start off the bottom of the second, here's the first pitch. And it goes across for ball 1.
That's tight right there. That look good to me.
That look good.
That look good to me, man. That look good to me.
You know what else looks good? These uniforms. Shout out to Local 151 for sponsoring today's jerseys.
Oh yeah.
And here's the second pitch, and it goes
Yes, he
over.
did.
It looks like he went, and it goes for strike 1. The count is now 1-1.
See? One thing about Coach Marcus. Like, what are we doing? What I told y'all, man.
He did say
What are we
that.
doing?
That is
Coach
stamp.
Marcus does not like you up there standing in the box taking strikes.
And while we have a timeout right now, let's recognize probably the Flyers program, no pun intended, the East St. Louis Flyers traveled up I-55, and they have arrived. And one thing I can say about Coach Scott, he's going to keep them boys laced and dressed. And here's the pitch for strike 2 as he fouls off. Count is now 1-2.
This pitcher for Ogden is, not showing any signs of, despair or defeat. He's going at these guys like, they just kids on the block, man. I love it.
You gotta give Jacob a lot of credit, man. Ooh, that's a
And
great ball.
held up, and the count is now 2-2.
Corey, the bully is calling the strikes, calling the pitches for him.
And shout out to Corey Hearn. Everybody loves Corey.
He shouldn't get nothing close to here right now. There should be something along the way right now.
I would go at his eyes, to be honest.
You going high?
How fastball at his eyes,
I
man.
don't know, man. He might hit it to Midlothian Turnpike.
And here's the payoff. And the ball is in the dirt, and that brings
Now
the
you
count
gotta go
full.
out.
Yeah.
I don't give him nothing to hit.
None free.
Yeah.
None free.
Now look, now he got to hit it to the impact sign. I'd rather him earn it.
Right. Gotta make a pitch, though. Jake.
So we have a full count. Here's the payoff. And he misses, and the
Got to
ball
hustle
gets
down. You got to
behind.
hustle down.
All right, so now we have a runner on first, and coming to the plate for Homewood Flossmoor is number 0, Ryan Myers. And Ryan Myers is committed to Morehouse, heading down to Atlanta to play college baseball.
ATL, shout it.
Morehouse, man.
So we have a runner on, no outs. First pitch goes over for ball 1.
Hit and run right now coming right now, y'all. Promise you. Hit and run or bunt run coming. You got to put some pressure on him, Coach Marcus. Hit and run or button run. If I'm Jacob, I'm throwing over. There you go. There you go. I love it. I love it.
Keep the runner honest.
Keep on. Guess what? It's still on. It's still on right now, though.
Yes, indeed.
It's still on.
And you
See?
better do your job.
See if you move up in the box a little bit. Oh, yeah.
And here's the pitch, and he misses inside, and the runner takes off. And the runner will be safe at second, and we have...
Me apply a good tag. Make sure you got to keep the tags on them, though. If I'm coaches, I'm telling them, make sure we hold the tag on them. Maybe give them a little nudge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do a little stuff like that
Absolutely.
in these type of games. Use the elements for yourself.
Yeah.
So the count is now 2-0 with a runner on second. No outs.
Right side approach right now if I'm the hitter. Right side. I love it.
Oh,
And we
got
have
it.
ourselves a jam.
That's
Runner
great.
got one throw. And we have a runner out at third. And that is a great play by Ogden program, led by Jacob Cordero with the pickoff.
Oh, look. Corey talking. I hear the bully talking last night. What? I hear the bully talking down now. The bully talking. Landslide, what? I love it. So you got to talk a little stuff like that to get them fired up. Get them fired up.
So the count is now 2-0 with one out. And here's the pitch. And we have a line drive hit
always
to the
happens.
to left field.
You gotta
And that
come
will
catch
drop.
that
man, he playing at the fence.
ball. Yep. He got to come in for that ball. That ball could have been caught.
So one out with a runner on first. As we have a pinch runner coming in for our catcher, number 4, Christian Hudson.
Imagine had he not get picked out, that might be another run for HF.
But you know what? It always happens like that, though.
Yep.
You get it picked off, and, you know,
And at the plate right now for Homewood Flossmoor is number 9, Jack Cassidy, and sees the first pitch for strike 1.
Would you say the hit and run is on right here?
nah. He might be going, though.
Nice generous lead over at first base.
If he go, he got to go.
Oh.
And we have ourselves a balk. We have ourselves a balk, and the runner advances to second. Count is still 0-1.
That's, you know what? When you worry about the runners too much, little stuff like that can hurt you. Now base hit scores a run right now. I'm pretty sure Coach Rogers wants that back.
He got a big lead over there at second.
He needs to get into the battle. He need to get into the.
Nice freeze over there to keep the runner honest, and we
Now-
have the count at now 1-1.
If I see something like that, guess what I'm doing as a base runner? I'm going. Because now you worried about me, so now guess what? You're longer to the plate, so I'm pretty sure Coach Mark has seen that. Good job. You switched it up. That's a great approach. You got to send him.
Line drive hit to
Read
right
the throw.
field,
Got to
and we
read
have
the
a
throw. Got to read the throw.
And there's a cutoff.
Way to hit the
and-
cutoff. Way to hit the cutoff. That right there was important. I love it. That's great. Hey, Ogden know how to play the game the right way. I love it. Because if you try to get him at home, guess what? That runner goes to second base. Now we got another runner in scoring position. You're not going to get that runner right there. Guess what? I got to make sure I hit the cut. You just talked about that in the pregame, Lo. You said, hey, got to hit the cut.
Say the 90s, man. You don't want to give no free 90s, because especially with these conditions, man. These runs going to be hard to come by. Ain't looking too hard to come out for HF, but
Great piece of hitting. Great piece of hitting.
indeed.
And there's a fly ball to right field, and
Oh!
it's over the head.
You got to play that. You got to. He might send him. That's an error. No, it's not an error either.
And we have a play at the plate coming, throw coming
Neil
in.
the throw.
And he just beat the throw. And that will take our game to 5-0.
That's a hit because he didn't touch the ball. That's a hit. That is a hit.
And so now the score is 5-0 as we have another inside the park by the UIC commit, Mikey Watson. And coming back to the plate is number 5, Ashton Jones. We got a lot of excitement going on right now.
Outs have to be outs. You cannot give good teams. You cannot give good teams extra outs. And now, guess what? It's going to get ugly.
The avalanche has started.
Yep.
It's harder to stop that, but when it started,
And we have a chopper fouled off.
If I'm Coach Pooh, I'm gonna go talk to Jacob right now. And say, hey man, look, hey, take a deep breath. Those are outs. Keep doing your job. Keep pitching. You're doing your job. You can't control what everybody else can control. You got to control what's actually on that mound.
And we have a ground ball hit to the pitcher.
Deep breath. Take your time.
And
That's how you
that
get
will
it.
give us out number 2.
That is a great. Hey, hopped off the mound.
PFP, field your position.
You know what I'm saying? Took a deep breath, made a great throw. Hey, he's competing, man.
Absolutely.
He's competing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he shouldn't be in the situation where he's in, but you know,
No.
it is what it is. You got to keep pitching. You got to get your team back in the dugout so you get them bats on the ball.
Yep, outs got to be outs.
And now at the plate again, we have number 13, Jalen Webb, who has an inside the park home run already. And here's the pitch. And we have a foul ball hit to the
18
right
off
side.
now.
For,
Coach Marcus loves it. Coach Marcus loves it. Way to go hunting.
so there's 2 outs. So there's 2 outs, count as 0-1.
I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped one down right now and try to beat it out.
It's there for him.
Yep.
And there's
Oh, he ate those. He ate those. Hey, what's one of my favorite lines, Coach Sam?
Give it to him.
Hit by pitch is a stat.
It is a stat.
It's a stat. College coaches love when you get hit by a pitch.
Shows a little bit of toughness.
It shows toughness
dedication.
and it shows dedication. It shows that, hey, my job is to get on base. I don't care, but how I do it, I'm getting on there. Whether it's by hit, walk, hit by pitch, I got to get on base for my team.
And it increases your OBP.
Yes, it does.
And at the plate right now, it's second at bat.
That's
He
a great hit
fouls
and
it
run.
off.
He pulled his head off. If he keep his head down, you know what? He was thinking Midlothian Turnpike.
And at the plate right now for a second at bat of the
You should
day.
have been thinking, let my guy get to second. So
Yep.
Ribby.
You got to take that. But maybe the hit and run was on.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
So at the plate now is senior number 27, Evan Bradford, who is heading to Lakeland Junior College next season.
He got him out. He got him out on a changeup. He would not see another fastball this at bat. It'd be all speed, all speed, all speed.
Especially for this forehead, yeah.
And a swing and a miss for strike 2.
They definitely got some off speed right there.
And guess what's gonna come again?
Same thing.
Same thing.
Get him fishing. One time, if he going for it, he
Started middle. Started away. Let it break away.
So the count is 0-2 with a runner on first.
And
2 outs.
The runner is going on this pitch too, y'all. I'm letting y'all know right now. He's going.
And the runner stays put and
That
balls
would
in
have
the
been a
dirt
good pitch.
for
That would
ball
have been a good
1.
pitch to go on right there.
It would have. But
You
you
know,
know, but you know why he didn't though? That pitcher switched up his timing. He had been going pretty consistently, pretty early, but in that one moment where he gave him a little
Marcus,
1,000,
He
2
going right now.
1,000, 3
He going right now. He's going right now. I promise you, he's going.
So
Marcus gave me the sign.
So the count is 1-2. 2 outs, runner on
He's
first.
going. He's going.
Runner goes, and the ball's in the dirt, and the runner will advance to second base. Count is now 2-2 with a runner on second with 2 outs.
Guess what?
going again.
He going again. He going again on this one too.
I'm sure Jacob wants to get this guy out on this pitch right
If he 2-2, guess what? I'm not throwing him a fastball. I can tell you that much. I promise you I'm not throwing him a fastball.
And here's the payoff pitch. And he misses just a bit
hit it.
inside for full count.
Why turn from that? Why turn from that? Why turn from that?
No reason.
No reason to turn. You get hit by that pitch, you get on base. Now, if you don't, I'm upset when you get into the dugout.
Yeah, you better do
Because
your
that's
job.
selfish.
You better do a job.
And here's the payoff pitch. And we have a pick off the second, and the runner is safe.
I'm not even worried about him right now. I got 2 strikes on this guy.
Count remains full with 2 outs.
I'm not even worried about him. I'm worried about the batter.
Yep.
Here's the payoff pitch. And a line drive hit into left center field.
Way to cut it
That will
off.
score a
Read
run.
the throw, read the throw. Way to
And
be
we have a
greedy.
pass second, and the runner is
Way to
safe.
be
And we
greedy.
have a double.
That right there cannot be a double. You have to come in and attack that ball. You got to come in and attack that ball. Now, guess what? Another base hit does what, Law?
Another run.
There you go.
Another run. The game is shaping out to be over pretty early.
Hey, they said FanDuel had it at 7.5.
We not doing spreads on high school games, are we, guys?
Don't call that number.
And so right now we have a timeout. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change.
You gonna take Jacob out? Yeah.
Looks like we're having a pitching change, and it
Looks
looks
like
like
8 hits
Ogden.
through
Number
1
16.
so. We have number 16 coming in, Pagan, just doing a position change.
Hey, I can't get mad at Jacob, man. He came in, he really pitched. He gave up 8 hits, but you take away
That misplay.
The misplay outfield. That one in the left field should have been his. So really, he only really gave up 6 hits. You know what I'm saying?
So while we have a break in the action right now, is we have a new pitcher on the mound. So we are in our 5th season here at the Chicago High School Baseball Classic, hosted by Black Baseball Media.
Yeah.
Talk about the experience that you've had being a part of the Black Baseball Media movement and being a part of the Chicago High School Baseball Classic. Start with you, Coach.
You know what? When Aaron first came up with this idea and we first talked about it, everybody called him crazy. Everybody said, "Oh, it ain't gonna work, yada, yada, yada." But if you know Aaron, like we all do, when you tell him no, he's just giving them more fuel to the fire. To see where it's at, to see what we have going, it's just a beautiful thing. It's just the power of believing in your own community, power of believing in your people. And when you got the power like that, and they don't think that we have unity, don't think we don't have community, don't think we have the dollar to back each other out, guess what happened? We're going to prove them wrong and wrong again. And, you know, we leave to go to D.C. for the first one we bring it out there. We just came back from the Dago. We're going back to the D for the 3rd year. And guess what? The Tigers partnered with us. And guess what we're doing out there? We're having that one at Old Tiger Stadium.
Old Tiger Stadium,
So,
absolutely. But shout out to Hamtramck for hosting the first 2 years.
And it was the only reason why we had to move because it just got too big. And, you know, the parking, and so we had to accommodate the people. So shout out to all my people in the D, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing, man.
And as we get back into action, we have at the plate for Homewood Flossmoor number 23, James Holly, again, the Joliet Junior College commit. We have 2 outs, runner on second, and here's the pitch. And we have a fastball on the outside for ball 1. So the rain is still coming down. It's not coming down like it was in the first couple of moments during today's game. And we have a second pitch, and it's on the outside corner for strike 1. Count is now 1-1.
But so you come in as a new pitcher, you down 6-0. You got to just say, hey, man, I got to go on this mound and compete. I got to throw strikes. I got to make sure give them something to hit. I don't want to walk nobody.
Right.
If you start walking people, guess what happens? The game get really out of hand.
And we have
That's
a
a great
line
piece of
drive
hitting
hit
right
to
there.
the left side.
He's sending him, read
and
the throw,
we have
read
a
the
throw
throw.
coming, and it's
Read the
going
throw.
right to the cutoff man. He missed the cutoff. Runner stays at first, and that will score another run. The score now is 7-0 with 2 outs.
Coach Kevin brought it up, earlier in the pregame. You can't lead this team around you the whole game, man. You got to end this game in 5 innings, and HF is proving that point to be correct so far.
Hey, solid hitting. Not trying to do too much. A lot of their hits been where? Opposite field hitting.
Absolutely. And that's
Something that Coach Marcus talks about. Been around the guy a long time. I know what he's preaching.
And we have a swing for strike 1 by the Russ commit, Jameer Scott.
Coach Marcus screaming swing at strikes.
Hey, I love it, man.
That is the truth.
Let's see what we got right here.
So runner on first, and we have a pickoff.
It's not a good lead.
Keep the runner honest.
As Reggie just told him, man, look, if you're going to get a lead, get a lead.
Shout out to first base
Look.
coach, Reggie Barker. The conflicted one, the Simeon alum, and the first base coach and assistant coach for the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings.
We had a great conversation.
Had a great conversation with him. Yes, we did. The count is 0-1, runner on first, and here's the pitch, and we have a foul ball hit to the right side of the field, and it is slicing foul. And that will bring the count to 0-2.
Guess what, though? I know he's not going to blow it past me. I'm having the right field approach. Wind is blowing out. Guess what? The baseball guys might help me. As long as I do everything right. If I do everything right, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to be watered the right way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's going on this pitch right here because you know a breaking ball is coming.
And here's the payoff pitch, and
There it is.
Yes, he did.
Yes, it is.
And
You got
that
it.
will
I don't
take
care if it
us.
didn't go. That was
Strike 3.
And that will take us out of the second inning as we head into the third. The score is 7-0. And we have a couple of people in the booth with us right now. We've got Coco Barbie representing her letters. Shout out to the AKAs. And we also got, remember earlier in the telecast, we talked about what it was like to play against your friends and seeing them across the diamond and what's the mindset.
we got one of my good longtime friends who started off as classmates and friends and turned into competitors for about 3 years of high school. Max Huckabee, and he got his boys up here, the future Huckabees in the game. Shout out to you all for being in the booth with us. So first of all, let's ask you, come on down here, man. Bring them boys. So we have Max here in the booth. He's got Jackson J. So Max, I'm gonna ask you. This is the 5th year that we've done the Chicago High School Baseball Classic, and you've seen a lot of these players grow up and see them on this stage. How does it feel being, how does it feel seeing these guys on this stage right now, knowing that you raised them on the field?
It's pretty cool, man. Before the first day that started, or the first year that started, I ain't had kids. So for me to be able to bring these dudes here every year, going forward, and coaching some of these dudes that was only a couple years older than them now, it's a pretty surreal moment. And I'm gonna always be a part of this. Because at some point, these little dudes gonna be in the game.
For sure.
I don't know. I watch Coach Huck. We coach together. That's my dog. I don't know, man. They might be boxers, man. The way they go at it, man. The way they go at it, man.
They got some hands. I'm teaching them how to use their hands first. His hand-eye coordination on this field. And they light skin with curly hair, so they know how to get people up off of.
And as we get started with the top of the 3rd, we have Ogden. We have Alex Feliz, the left fielder, coming up to the plate, and the count is 1-0.
When you seeing Brown, he coming number business right now. He's set for a long time. I'm pretty sure Coach Vince, he's trying to establish the fastball. Coming from a pitcher, when you sitting for a while, you got to get back in the groove. So that's why I'm not surprised the first 2, missed off.
And so we have a 2-0 count, no outs.
Fastball coming.
And he misses on the inside corner for ball
If I'm
3.
Coach Poole right now, I'm telling myself, I'm getting the take sign. We get somebody on, chip away. Game is not over. Compete.
And here's the pitch, and he misses on. Oh no, he takes it for strike 1. So the count is now 3-1.
Guess what? I'm giving him another take sign right now. Because guess what? I'm trying to get him out the game.
Absolutely. And here's the pitch. And he just missed.
There you go. And that's why you give him the take sign. Now, if you telling them, hey, compete right now. What's AJ?
So coming up to the plate, we're back at the top of the order with number 11, Kennedy King commit. AJ Ramirez with a runner on first and no outs.
Had a great solid hit to right center his first at bat, so he's gonna swing.
Here's the first pitch, and he takes it for ball 1.
No, I'm not sorry, AJ. He didn't
ground ball to the
pitcher, but he came out aggressive,
very,
which I like.
So one thing about AJ Ramirez that I like, and of course, with me being an assistant coach of Kennedy King, and him being my first recruit, first commit actually of the 2026 recruiting cycle, the boy can hit the ball. He plays his position well, and he's got a great family. Shout out to the Ramirez family.
Know them personally.
Great people. He's got an opportunity for his senior year to play with his sister, who was the starting second baseman, Mia Ramirez, the sophomore.
Perfect catch player. Shout out to my boy Carlton.
And we have a line drive.
Okay, there we go. All it takes is one to get it going.
Line drive to left field, and as I mentioned, one thing about AJ Ramirez.
You guys are getting a gritty player at Kennedy King.
Absolutely.
Gritty player. And you get him on the field, give him opportunity. He can go play at the next level as well too, man. That's one thing. Just shout out to all the JUCOs out here, man. It's a grind. And that's one thing about that kid I know for a fact he gonna do.
He was very underrated. When I got a chance to meet him and actually start talking about his recruiting journey, he had no offers. He actually didn't even know if he was going to be able to continue playing baseball at the next level. And so that gave us the opportunity to, make the offer. And now he's a Kennedy King commit. But we also have to mention the boy also has almost a 4.0 GPA. Hey. So we have to recognize not only are these players, very, very good on the field, but they're even better students. So shout out to AJ. And shout out to his family, because that's the testament to his family. And we have a bunch shown.
Hey, we go small ball. We talking about it.
And we have the runners move, and
that's a great play.
That is great play.
Coach Poole chipping away. Telling them, hey, we get one. Hey, now guess what? You got runners in scoring position. Big fella up the bat. One swing in the bat can change the momentum of the game right now.
And one thing about me as a coach,
One thing, if you guys heard me last week, the most unselfish play in all of sports is a sacrifice bunt. Great bunt, which leads to the junior, Jacob Cordero, has a chance to help his teammates out right now by getting a couple runners in. No outs. And we have ball one. So the count is 1-0, runners on second and third. We are in the top of the third inning right now. Score is 7-0. Homewood Flossmoor.
If I'm Jacob, I'm trying to do some damage right now. Midlothian Turnpike is my mindset right now. And all I gotta do is catch it. Because AJ's gonna roll!
We have a pass ball for ball two, and we will not have a play at the plate. And
we
that
go.
will score a run. And Ogden is officially on the board. The score is now 7-1 with a runner on third base. Count is 2-0. Now you're saying hit the ball to the turnpike. I'm saying hit the ball somewhere where there's not a runner.
Hey man.
I mean, where there's not a fielder.
Guess what? Look here, I'm the big fella right now. I'm swinging. Wind blowing out. I got one thing on my mind, and I'm trying to hit it to the Midlothian Turnpike. I'm the big dog. I'm the big dog.
And if I'm coach, I'm telling him, look, one swing of the bat can change a lot of things right now, but we need to chip away, and we have a runner on third, so let's not do too much. And here's the pitch.
That's a good cut.
And that's
right
a
there.
great cut, and that brings the count to 2-1. One thing about Jacob Cordero that I've learned, and mind you, when we talk about watching these kids grow up, I remember when we first met Jacob, the boy was about 5'9", 5'10", barefaced, and now he's about 6 feet tall with a face full of hair, and he's a ball chopped to the.
See, is that the swing you want right there with 2-1? That's not a 2-1 swing.
It's definitely not a 2-1 swing.
That's why you got to tell him. I need you What I mean by that?
Okay.
I'm looking for something got to be right in my box, something I know I can destroy. That right there wasn't a pitch you can destroy. Now guess what I'm doing? I'm coming back with that same pitch.
And here's the payoff, and
that's a great piece of hitting. You got a tag. We got a tag.
And
that's bad base runner right there.
We've got a play, and we have our second run of the game, and that brings our score to 7-2. Score is now 7-2 with one out.
That's a great piece of hitting right there, man.
I'm sorry,
with two strikes. With 2 strikes, great piece of hitting right there.
So we have 2 outs, runners off, and at the plate now we have J.J. Rahman, and here's the pitch, and the ball inside for ball one.
Hey, you can do it without 2 right now. You can do it without 2.
So current time right now is 10:40. It's 52 degrees, and here's the pitch, and ball inside for ball 2.
I gotta want to get hit right now. Look. I'm trying to get on base. And we can get AJ pitch count up. Guess what I'm doing? Matter of fact, let's go to the pitch count, see what we have right now.
And we have a fly ball hit behind, and that will go for strike 1. Foul ball. Count is now 2-1 with 2 outs. Antonio Brown, the Purdue Northwest commit, still dealing right now. As he's giving up 3 hits, 2 runs so far. And here's the pitch. And
he's only at 50 pitches right now. He's only at 50 pitches. But that's 51 pitches in the top of the third. If I'm Coach Marcus, I'm pretty sure they're going to get that bullpen going in a minute.
And so that brings our count to 2-2 with 2 outs.
Rain has stopped. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Won't he will?
So as we talk about the weather, we want to also talk about those who have showed up today. We have a nice crowd that's starting to build, and everybody, I know you can't see anybody that's in the bleachers, but that's also because they're all hanging out underneath the concourse, staying dry.
51 pitches right now.
And the count is 2-2 with 2 outs.
I'm going at him.
And here's the payoff pitch, and we have a fly ball hit to right field.
D! We talk about the win. Could he make it? Make it?
And we have
top of the fence.
And he's standing on the third. He's going to third, and he is going to hold him at third base. And we have ourselves a 2-out. We have ourselves a 2-out triple.
They competing, baby. They competing. They competing.
We have ourselves a 2-out triple by J.J. Herman, as we have now coming to the plate, number 8, Salinas.
Who just said hit it at the time?
Me.
So we have Coco Barbie in the booth with us.
We're gonna talk to her in a minute during the intermission.
And so here's the pitch. Oh!
And that's a balk too. That's a balk.
And we have a hit. We have a run. The hitter is down. He took a pitch to the back of the head, or it looks like the shoulder. So the runner will score due to the balk, but we also have a player down. Took a pitch. Looks like might have caught him on the lower part of his head and ricocheted to his shoulder. So we're going to take a brief moment and hope that the player is okay.
Yeah, I hope he's all right, man. The helmet hit the helmet. Like I said, hit
And
the
the ricochet
shoulder.
right off the shoulder. So we're more concerned right now about the head part, making sure that he's okay.
You pop up. Where to pop up, kid? Where to pop up? Yeah, like I said, like the trainer's working on the shoulder right there. So that's a good deal. Pretty sure the kid don't want to come out right now.
Might have to give him the Mr. Miyagi, put the heat on it.
You know what I'm talking about?
So what did he get the swing? Did he catch him on the swing and call it a foul ball, or is he going to go? Okay, so I guess it's going to be. So it was a balk. So there was no pitch.
Yeah, and guess what though? That's called toughness, man. I just took one off the head to my shoulder.
And that's an RBI.
Yeah.
It's a stat.
That is.
That is a stat. And so there is no count. No runners on. No runners on. And so here we go. And so that brings us to ball one. The count is 1-0. There's a lot of chatter going on in the Ogden dugout as we and he gets hit twice. Talk about luck. If there was no such thing as bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all.
Hey, what's that? Is that
Walk it off. Walk it off.
And so now he takes his time walking down to first base. I think he might be the first hitter in history to be hit twice in the same at bat.
What's Teddy P say? You got bad luck.
If you ain't have bad
You
luck,
got bad luck.
no luck at all, right?
You got bad luck.
So we have a runner on first, 2 outs, and we're starting to see a little bit of shift in momentum right now as the score is now 7-3 with a run on first.
AJ has to be able to keep his composure. There's one thing that he has to be able to keep his composure when things are getting down. Can he maintain it?
And here's the pitch, and we have a foul ball hit to the right side for strike one.
That's what AJ. That's one thing we talk about maturity and growing up. You know, can he control his emotions? Hit a couple guys, gave up a big hit. Now let's see. This is what coach staff and college want to see. Can you control your emotions? Can you battle through the elements? Can you settle down and get us out this inning?
And here's the pitch, and it goes outside for ball one. The count is now 1-1 with 2 outs.
And if I'm Ogden right now, I'm getting loud. I'm getting in his head. I'm trying to get him frustrated even more. I'm encouraging my player at the plate. Because guess what? We got a fighting chance to put up 3 this inning.
Here's the pitch. And the ball is inside for ball 2.
They got the bullpen going. I ain't got my binoculars on. But that's number...
Looks like we have number 10. I'm in the bullpen, Chris Hicks, down there warming up.
Okay.
The count is now 2-1 with 2 outs.
Giving him life.
Here's the pitch and a foul ball.
He was thinking Midlothian Turnpike.
And that brings our count to 2-2.
Hey, I like this. Everybody, we counted Ogden out. I did. They fighting. They scrapping. This is what I want. You gotta talk a little trash to get the people going.
And if we can go ahead and recollect a little bit of time in the past, Coach Sam definitely gave Ogden a fighting chance. So shout out to me for that prediction. And as of right now, they're making me look pretty good, and that takes us to a full count. 2 outs, runner on first.
AJ's at 59.
And he's not even making it, and Coach Poole isn't even making it a secret. He is sending his runner on this next pitch.
Well, I mean, it's 3 outs, it's 3 balls, 3 strikes. You know, it's obvious. It's full count with 2 strikes and 2 outs. He should be going.
And here's the payoff pitch, and he is.
There it is. That's the big. You got to swing the bat. Oh, Coach Poole don't like it. Coach Poole don't like it. Here we go. We got some talk at the plate. This is the classic about. You got to swing it. That's too close to take.
It's very close right now.
That's too close to take. You got to take that pitch. You got to fight that one off.
And so,
you got to fight that one off.
Big inning for Ogden as they score 3 runs. The score is now 7-3. And now, as we go into the bottom of the third, we have one of our favorite AKAs in the whole wide world. We have the Coco Barbie here.
Miss Ashley.
Miss Ashley, shout out to her. So Ashley, first of all, this is our 5th year, and you guys, you know, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority Incorporated have been very instrumental in being a part of the Chicago High School Baseball Classic. For you personally, how does it feel seeing every single year this event has continuously grown?
Let me tell you, this is right here a perfect example of when all communities from all sides come together for one joint benefit of making sure our culture remains the forefront. As we know, over time, we understand that different things happen in our lives, but our children is the center of our lives. We got to make sure that sports and baseball remains a part of their upbringing. And so for us, community is our heartbeat within the sorority. But personally, I like to shout out our sponsors, all of our sponsors. We'll get down to all of those.
Absolutely.
But I just like the fact that we're all here for a common purpose. And Ernest is an old friend of mine back in high school. Like we all talk about, he had a dream. You know, he had a dream, and he made sure all of us will be a part of this dream, no matter where we were in life. So here it is, 10 years later, 20-something years later, and we all here supporting it. We're a part of it. We're bringing all of our organizations to be amongst this, and I'm personally happy to be here.
Give a shout out to your chapter.
Oh, shout out to Lambda Mu Omega, which is a Chicagoland chapter out of Chicago. Okay, I know y'all have questions about all of these chapters in Chicago. It is a Chicagoland chapter, okay?
But there's only one,
yes,
AKA Sorority Incorporated.
Yes.
And so as we get ready to get started with the bottom of the third, we are led off by number 32. We have Brock Hamilton at the plate, who last at bat, got on base, and then ended up in a slight pickle, and he takes ball 1. Got into himself a little bit of a rundown and didn't go his way. But the count right now is 1-0, and here's the pitch, and he misses a bit high, and that takes us to 2-0 count. Wind looks like it's starting to settle just a little bit. The skies look like they're also starting to open up a little bit as well. The baseball guys have definitely been on our side today. And we have a fly ball hit foul to the right side, and that takes our count to 2-1.
If I'm Coach Poole, I want a 1-2-3 inning. I want a 1-2-3 inning right now. I want to get back in. I want to get these boys and young ladies to be going out here.
Absolutely. And right now, if you look in the Ogden dugout, the momentum is starting to shift just a little bit. They're starting to play with a little bit more confidence, right?
Oh, yeah. You got a little bit of oomph to yourself.
Here's the pitch, and we have
but it's
just a bit foul, and that takes our count to 2-2.
It's a great piece of hitting.
It's a great approach he's got right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm setting. I don't want to give him nothing close to hit. Yeah, Coach Marcus saying, good, big fella. Coach Marcus love a guy that can hit.
Absolutely.
I got a film of Coach Marcus coaching my son, Samarian in the cage. We was like the last people to leave Ho-Chi at that time. And he was like, no, G, you gotta hit the back net 4 times before you get up out of here.
Coach Marcus is another HP graduate, okay? Out to Hyde Park.
Y'all Indians, y'all Thunderbirds.
Indians. Stop playing. Come on, man. Stop playing. We produce some of the best, okay? Year after year after year.
I got a bad experience being at Hyde Park. I didn't go to Hyde Park, by the way. I went to
Here's the
I
payoff.
went to East Side High.
And we have a line drive into the
That's
right
getting
field
down. That's
gap.
getting down. Way to cut the ball. Oh,
Good
you gonna
piece of
sit
hitting.
him?
We have a
You gonna
play,
sit him?
and the runner will get in for a stand-up for a double. And now we have a runner on second.
Shout out to that center fielder cutting that ball off. Is that AJ out there?
That's AJ Ramirez out there.
Hey, you guys getting the gritty one at KKC, man.
Absolutely. You know, when you talk about any player that comes to Kennedy King, you know, despite what a lot of people may say about the program, and they forget, Kennedy King's program is only in their 3rd year. It takes time. So shout out to Coach Steve Hankins. The Kennedy King program is heading down to Spoon River this weekend, and send my well wishes to them to come back with a couple of W's. But as we have a runner on second, we have a square for a bunt, and
that's
down
good.
the
He gonna be safe. Read the throw. Hey, I like that. I like that. He held the ball because he know Holland gonna get him, and he's like, I'm not gonna let that run go. That's great. You know what? That's great baseball all around right there. Way to get the bunt down. Way to field it. Way not to hold it. Good base running by the third baseman. Coach Marcus holding him up right there. Reggie reading it. Like, that right there, that play symbolizes what the game of baseball is about.
But again, what do I always say about the bunt? It is the most unselfish play in all the sports, and it just shows you right there. If you do it correctly, you can get a bunt for a hit, or you can get a bunt for a sack.
Now we got
sacrifice, and he got on. So we have runners on, and the runner goes, and we got a fastball. And we have the runner. Looks like he's in race. We have a runner that scored and a runner that's going to be advancing. So we have a runner on third as the runner at third base. So Reggie just scored, and that takes our score to 8-3.
What did Coach Kevin Cole talk about earlier? He say,
Gotta play small ball.
gotta play small ball, and you can't give good teams extra outs. You can't give them. Ogden has to play a perfect game.
And right now it's looking like we are starting to see Homewood Flossmoor are starting to get a lot more comfortable. But what I'm liking about their approach right now is that they're balanced.
Yep.
And they have a swing and a miss by
Coach Marcus gonna put the
Jack
bunt.
Cassidy.
He gonna give him the bunt sign right now. Watch. I promise
I
you.
was
He's
just
gonna
about
bunt.
to talk about that, like, you know, the ability for these students and these players to read plays is immaculate right now. Like, Coach Marcus is throwing them out there, and they reading them to the T.
And so we have a count 1-1, and here's the pitch, and the ball is in the
It's a
dirt,
good
and
block
that takes
right
us
there. It's a good
to
block catch.
2-1 with no outs. And again, at the plate, we have number 9, Jack Cassidy.
See what Jack gonna do right here.
So when I look at the approaches by Homewood Flossmoor right now, you're seeing as we get the pitch, and we have a fly
Tag.
ball that is hitting that.
That might be
triangle,
trouble.
and that looks
That
like
might be. Amir made the play.
Mia Ramirez is tagging. We have he held him up at third, and so we have one out. The thing that I'm liking about Homewood Flossmoor's approach right now is there is balance. You have guys that are coming up and they're swinging away, and then you also have guys that are just laying down good, clean bunts and they're executing. As we have right now in this last at bat, Mikey Watson, the UIC commit, who did hit inside the park in his last at bat. When you look at these guys here, again, Homewood Flossmoor is very well coached, and one thing about Marcus Rogers is that he has a strong emphasis on pitching and hitting. As we have a pitch on the outside for ball one,
That's a great stop by the catch, man.
and he's doing his thing back there.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Coach Poole, man. Coach Poole really has bringing this Ogden program, to the forefront.
Absolutely.
It takes a row one building a year. I'll tell you that much right now.
Absolutely.
And if he keeps building the program,
As we get strike one for
you keep building the program, you keep building the program, keep making a name for yourself, keep winning games. Guess what? 3 or 4 years, I can see them compete. A couple years they can be competing for a city championship because they young, man.
Well, the thing about Coach Poole is that he also has a very, very good staff. As we have a fly ball hit to the right side. Does he have room? It looks like he may. And we have a runner that's tagging. And we will have another runner score, and that takes our score to 9-3 with 2 outs. So score is now 9-3. Sacrifice fly to the right side. Have a sacrifice fly to the right side, and that takes us again to 2 outs. And as we were talking about with Coach Poole, one thing about Coach William Poole that I absolutely appreciate about him is the opportunities that he gives to his ball players. You don't see too many players, and you don't see too many programs in the city give players like a Mia Ramirez an opportunity. You don't see too many players like a AJ Ramirez getting the opportunity to shine and being able to lead. But what more importantly that he has for his program is that he has a great coaching staff. You have Todd Torberg, as we have a ground ball hit to the right side.
Somebody got to get to first base.
And
you got to hold that. Hey, catch, good play, catch.
And
Good
we
play,
have a
catch.
narrow play, and that is, and he just beats it back to first base as he made the turn going towards second. So if you don't understand if for all of you all that don't know what just
Good play,
happened,
catch.
but for all of you all that don't understand what may have just happened, first base, the runner goes down to first. He makes that turn heading towards second base, and the catcher with a heads-up play nearly tagged him out. So we have a runner on first. Score is now 9-3. But yeah, as I was mentioning, Coach Bull has a great coaching staff. So we want to make sure that we recognize his staff as well, led by, the program is led by William Poole, Corey Hearn. We have Chris Cordero, Todd Torberg, and we have a runner going, and the runner will be safe. But I got to give a special shout out to my fellow Hillcrest alum, Todd Torberg. So shout out to him. So we have a runner on first. I'm sorry, I have a runner on second. 1 ball. So count is 1-0. Runner on second, 2 outs. As we look around and check out what's going on in the stands right now, again, it's still a little damp outside and everybody's kind of hanging around the concourse. As we have the pitch. And, oh! Got a wet bat. And that might be a first in Chicago High School Baseball Classic. That was fun. Gotta hold on to that bat, young man. So as we have a slight break in action, just want to send a quick shout out again to the 2 that jumped into the booth with us, Max Huckabee and his boys Jason Jackson, along with our homegirl Ashley, aka Coco Barbie, representing the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And as we get back into action, the count right now is 1-1 with 2 outs, runner on second. And here's the pitch. And we have a ground ball hit to the right side to the first baseman, and that will do it. That is out number 3, and that will take us to the top of the 4th inning. So as we go into the 4th inning, we have Homewood Flossmoor, 9 runs on 13 hits, no errors. And we have Ogden with 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. As we go into the 4th inning, it is time for us to take a quick break. Book. Let's do a couple shout outs right now. I want to give a quick shout out to all of the parents and the fans that came out to support their programs today and braving the elements. Also, we want to send a quick shout out to those that are in the tailgate. Can't wait to get that little breather in between this game.
Uncle Remus?
No, I think I'm gonna go see where Rich Township's people at. You know, they look. I don't know, man. They do a little bit big over there in their little.
You gonna hook my brother up?
Of course.
Okay.
Because you know why I'm gonna hook you up? Because you're the voice.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
You are the voice.
I want to give a shout out to me.
Okay, me.
I
Talk about
want to
me.
give a shout out to me, man. You know, I don't give myself a lot of credit, but seeing a lot of these kids that I coached out here, man, that I had an influence on, you know, I just want to thank God, man, for giving me the ability to be able to do what I do.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank the parents for allowing me to be able to entrust me with their kids, man. So, you know, I definitely want to, you know, send a shout out to myself and the parents.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Coach E. Shout out to Warren. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to the whole BBM staff.
Absolutely.
You know, shout out to the fans came up from East St. Louis.
Yes.
You know, I want to see what these Simeon alums finna do later, and his rich alums finna do. You know, Morgan Park, they better be here and loud like they said it was gonna be.
Absolutely.
This is a good time, man.
Yes,
you know,
it is. Yes,
it's
it
like,
is.
look, if it stay like this all day, I don't care. As long as the rain don't come, we straight. Cause this we do in Chicago.
And this is why those college scouts want our kids.
Man, cause we tough, bro.
We're built for it. And we have a pitch and change for Homewood Flossmoor. As number 10, Chris Hicks is now on the mound.
AJ gave him a good run for their money. I think that long inning when he sat down really got to him. But as
Pulled
you
a
go
little bit of his momentum.
as you get to the next level, you have to be able to maintain that.
You have to, because I'm gonna tell you, college coaches are always looking to make sure that their guys can go deep into games.
Exactly.
And so as we start off the top of the 4th inning, we have our first pitch, and it's a swing and a miss for strike 1.
He was trying to hit it to where? Midlothian Turnpike.
Midlothian Turnpike.
He was trying to hit that thing, Joe.
Here's the next pitch, and he's still trying to hit the turnpike, and that takes him to the count of 0-2.
Now you got to cut your swing down, man. You got to try to hit the ball the right side. Choke up on the bat, wide in the stands. Have a right field approach, my man.
Yes,
Because the
and
ball's
here's the
out.
payoff. And
That's a good pitch. That's where you want that pitch with 2 strikes.
So count is now 1-2.
I see some gym hats. Shout out to Gym Baseball.
Absolutely.
You know, part of them peoples.
Here's the payoff. And
There it is.
swing and a miss, and that
He
will
way
be-
out in front, way out in front. But if you choke up on the bat wide in the stands, you have a right field approach. Guess what? You ain't gonna be early on that pitch.
And I always tell my players though, it's better to be a little early than to be right on time.
And as we have coming up to the plate with 1 out, we have number 0, Elias Pimentel.
And here's the pitch, and it's outside for strike 1.
Hey, if HF got arms like this coming out the bullpen, gee whiz.
And we haven't even seen, some of the other arms.
Yeah, which I think we're not gonna see him today.
No, we're not. But you have
That's a good pitch.
But you have Cormac Saunders. You have the Northwestern
Commit Henry Humes.
So one thing Marcus Rogers is going to have, in addition to great
Hitting, he's going to also have great pitching.
as we have 0-1 count, and we have
Hey,
a foul
that's a
ball
good
hit to the
breaking
right
ball.
side of the field, and that will be for strike 2. So the count is 1-2 with 1 out. And here comes the payoff pitch, and just a bit outside.
Hey, is it too early to start talking MVPs yet?
Maybe. I think we can identify
Probably the 5th or 6th inning, but right
right now.
now,
The count is 1.
the count is 2-2.
And the payoff pitch, and that will end that at bat.
There it is.
And that takes us to 2 outs. Coming up to the plate now is number 25, Alex Feliz. Last time at bat, drew a walk and also scored a run. So here's the pitch, and he takes it for strike 1. So score's 9-3. It's still relatively early. You're Coach Rogers. You're trying to keep your guys together, and we have a little squibbler hit to the right side.
Hey, guess what? In the books, that's a line drive.
It's a line drive for a single. If you're Coach Rogers, you guys have a 9-3 lead right now. You just made your first pitching change of the game as we have AJ Ramirez coming to the plate.
What are you telling your guys to keep them composed and to keep them protecting this lead?
Hey, game is not over, man. You see what happened last inning? They put up 3 runs on us. You see that? Game is not over. We need more. We got to get out here because you can't give a team life. Especially if you want to be a championship ball team, and we said we're the number 5 team in the state, we gotta go ahead and beat them down and get it over with. That's what I'm telling my team right now. They should be on the field with us. Let's get the game with and get it over with. And if I'm Coach Poole, I'm telling them they the big bad wolf. All the pressure is on them. We ain't got nothing to hold us down. Let's go ahead and play with our hair on fire and let's compete. That's the message I'll be giving to both teams right now.
Absolutely. As we have a 1-1 count, and
Takes one on the inside corner.
Gotta throw them hands out in front, AJ.
that takes our count to 1-2 with 2 outs. Runner on first, as we are in the top of the 4th inning. Runner takes his lead,
He's scared.
and here's the payoff. And
There it
he
is.
runs him up,
Gotta
and
swing
that
the bat.
will be strike 3, and that takes
Gotta
us
swing
to
the bat.
That takes us to the bottom of the 4th inning,
As we have a score of 9-3. And also, while we have a moment in the break of action, let's send also a couple more shout outs. Let's talk about DJ Donnell on the 1s and 2s that's going to keep our fans entertained with the music.
He ain't 1 and 2 on right now, goddamn, because of this rain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
But we gonna get it going.
We
We just moved him to the beer. What they call that? The
beer garden.
The beer garden.
Yep.
So we can sit up over there so we can get it cracking.
And then we also have shout out to
Our MC of the day, we got our boy. He goes by his first and last name,
I know.
Tim Jackson.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim Jackson for showing up at on such short notice.
He's Ricky Henderson. He's the Ricky Henderson of BBM. He talked to himself in third person.
Tim Jackson gonna come out here and sing the national anthem and do what he got to do.
Hey, he sang that thing
Yes,
too,
he
didn't
did. Yes, he did, man.
Sound like
shout
Johnny
out,
Gill.
So shout out to the
Production team over here with DJ Donnell as well as my MC of the day, Mr. Tim Jackson. Got to make sure we get him out of here on time tomorrow. He gotta get some rest because tomorrow's Easter Sunday. He got to get on that organ, man.
Yeah, man.
He got to play tomorrow.
Got to go praise the Lord.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
does, man.
Shout out to everybody that has believe in Easter and all that good stuff. Tomorrow is Easter. He has risen.
Yes, it is Resurrection Sunday.
We greatly appreciate him for doing what he do for us.
Absolutely. What y'all eat tomorrow?
I don't know, man. If the weather was right, I was gonna grill.
Well, if the weather was right, I'd definitely come over because I'm gonna tell you guys something about your boy, the voice, Booker Hatcher. We need to give you another name. You go by the voice, but you also need to go by the grill master because, brother, I'm gonna
Just say this.
Talk to me, man.
that food didn't make it to the next day.
I appreciate it, brother.
I was supposed to. I had my mindset that I was gonna wait until the next day.
Did you get Kim some of the ribs?
Man, listen.
The wife.
She definitely got down on it, man. She absolutely did. But as we get into the
beef ribs too, we doing no swine over here.
As we get into the bottom of the fourth, we have Evan Bradford as he takes first pitch foul to the right side for strike one.
I know Coach Marcus want to see Evan get going. He's been out in front on a couple of pitches. So I'm pretty sure I love that fact that he tried to let that ball get deep and go to the right side. That's what good hitters do.
Absolutely.
That's a good hit up the middle.
Ball up the middle.
Hey, and that's the type of stuff that you want. You know, I trying to go right field. If I'm late, guess what? I'm hit the ball right up the middle. That's a good piece of hitting by that young fella right there.
And so with no outs and a runner on first base, we have James Holly coming back to the plate, number 23. I'm sorry, yeah, James Holly. So runner on first, score is 9-3. We are in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Weather's starting to get a little bit better.
Holly's 2 for 2 today.
Absolutely.
With a ribby.
And ball is outside. So the count is 1-0. Runner on first. As Homewood Flossmoor scores a 6-run lead. Runner's got himself a nice sizable lead over there, and that's a good piece of hitting in the right.
AJ tacker down.
And
AJ tracked it down.
And we have one out as we have a fly ball caught in center field by AJ Ramirez.
Got that edge of the bat. Really, he didn't really get a full barrel with that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So we have one out. Runner on first as we have number 4 coming to the plate. And number 4 is Christian Hudson coming in getting his first hacks of the day.
Love that Coach Marcus is letting guys get a piece of the classic, letting them feel important.
So first pitch to Hudson is a ball inside.
Pretty sure Coach Marcus want more runs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So runner gets a little bit more of a lead. He's holding, and we have a pitch on the
inside be ready to
corner.
hit. Look, Coach Marcus, tell him. Guy be ready to hit. Guy be ready to hit. Right now, pretty sure bunt runs probably coming right now. 1 on. We might be. Runners are playing back. Third base is playing back. I might put one down. Is he up in the box? No, he ain't up in the box.
So the count right now is 1-1 with 1 out, and he gets a toss over to the first base, keeping Bradford honest, and he is safe. So we want to send a shout out to our homegirl Bianca, who is a couple booths down, keeping the score here at Ozinga.
Shout out to
doing
her.
a wonderful job. But I can, and the runner goes. And
why would you swing at that?
And he fouls it off for strike 2.
Why would you swing at that? He's got the base. He's got the base. Even if it is a hit and run, you allow him to get the base. You do a long swing to allow him to get there. But now come on, man.
So you give the pitcher a strike because it looked like it was pretty high in the count, and you have a runner on first, and he goes back. Count is now 1-2 with 1 out, and he swings and he strikes out.
Now you ain't looking, Marcus. He keep tick because you're not doing your job.
And
now I got 2 outs instead of running on second base. I got to run at first base. I'm speaking for my coach, man, everybody. So that's why this is what I do. I'm hot right now, even though I'm up 9-3. We didn't execute.
So we have number 32.
Because you know what's going to happen right now, base hit.
And that's always tough. And right now we have number 32, Brock Hamilton, back at the plate with a runner on first with 2 outs. And sees his first pitch, and it gets over for strike 1. So like you said, yeah, Coach Marcus has every right to be upset because, again, you want your players in those moments. You want to see where your player's IQ is in that moment, correct?
Yeah.
So if you know the hit and run is on and you have, in all intents and purposes, you have a ball that's high in the count. Like you said, if you're going to swing and we have a swing and a miss on this one.
Swing.
If you know that you have a hit and run on the side
nice and slow.
Exactly. Inside of the zone, you let your runner have that bag.
You got to get that bag.
You got to give yourself a chance here. And now you have 2 outs with a runner runners staying on first base, and when you could absolutely have a runner on second. But you have 2 outs right now, 0-2. Hamilton got the swing, and you have a runner going, and
we
got him.
Mia with a tag.
Mia with the tag. And that takes us to the top of the that takes us to the top of the 5th inning with a heck of a tag by Mia Ramirez with the tap on the helmet. Now, if I'm coach right now, I'm kind of upset because that runner should have been on second.
That
base
runner
safely.
should have been on second base already.
But guess
That's
what?
why I'm hot like fish grease.
But guess what? He's not. They're heading back to the dugout, and then we get ready to head to the top of the fifth inning. We are rolling here. The score is 9-3. Homewood Flossmoor with the lead. So we're going to take a quick moment, take a breather. We're going to look around and see who we can spot in the crowd. Let's do a spot in the crowd real quick.
Let me see.
As I need to stretch my knees out as we are looking around. The concessions are open. We got a few of the BBM members congregated. We got Jamar. We've got Tim Jackson. That looks like we got
Brother Broom over there.
Got Brother Broom. You know, one thing about the black baseball media family is that it's just that we are all very locked in with one another, and we're all very supportive. And the one thing I can say about my journey with BBM, as this is my third season with you. God, it feels like just met y'all a couple years ago, man, literally. And real quick, The Voice was the very first person that I actually met with Black Baseball Media. So shout out to you for receiving me and being the big bro.
Oh, there go DJ Donnell.
And we have music.
Yeah, we back. We live, baby. We live.
It is a party now. But yeah, send a big quick shout out to everybody in BBM, and let's see who else we got on the concourse. We got Morgan Park that's starting to arrive. Shout out to the manager and the owner of Ozinga as he's walking around and keeping things in order and delegating everything. But we are going into the top of the fifth inning as we start off with number 99 for Ogden.
Hey.
So we have our first pitch, and it goes over for a swing and a miss for strike one. So for everybody that's watching right now, please stay tuned after this game. We will have our second game of today as we have the next pitch. And we have a line drive hit right to the left fielder, and that is going to be out, number one. And as I mentioned, we want to make sure that you all stay tuned in with Black Baseball Media as we get ready for the second game that will be following shortly after this one. It will be the Flyers of East St. Louis competing against the Morgan Park Mustangs. So please stay tuned.
What's that? 111-74 prior.
Yeah, they said. Yeah, somebody said that y'all not from Vincennes, so it really must be one team. And as we see Jacob Cordero taking strike one.
That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch.
Yeah, we're not going to toss any shade to. That's not my battle. So I'm just going to say Morgan Park as we see strike two come across the outside corner.
Jacob got to be ready to go.
He's got to be ready. He's got to be ready to swing it. So we have an 0-2 count with one out. But yeah, so please stay tuned with this.
Up in the fastball right now. Up in the fastball. Surprise him.
No, it looks like if that was the pitch he missed, and that gives us a new count of 1-2. So if we could talk about Jacob Cordero really quick. He is a junior. This is his third classic here. And every single year he's put out a pretty decent showing. It's just unfortunate that he hasn't had a chance to get any victories as we have.
Kid competes, man. The kid compete, bro.
Absolutely.
He really competes.
And shout out to his dad. Shout out to, Big Chris, man. We talk a lot on social media, man. We share a huge affinity of music, especially 90s hip-hop and rap. And so we have a 2-2 count right now. And here's the payoff. And he just misses outside, and that takes us to a full count.
Listen to me. I got a 9-3 lead, bro. I got a 9-3 lead. Hey, if he hit it to the middle of the turnpike, so what? I don't want to walk him. I don't want to walk him right now.
And here's the payoff. And
there it is. That's a good pitch. A 3-1 breaker when you expecting. I'm sorry, a four count breaker when you think the fastball is coming. Hit him with it.
And so we have 2 outs on the top of the fifth, and that coming to the plate now is J.J. Ramon, the big fella at first base. And here's the pitch, and he takes it for ball one. So we have 2 outs, scores 9-3, Homewood Flossmoor of Ogden. Top of the fifth inning. Current temperature right now is 49 degrees as the temperature steady drops.
It's going to drop, bro.
And we pitcher sneaks one in for strike one.
We're going to see who the toughest between Simeon and Rich. We're going to see who the toughest when it comes to that game. The cold weather going to be out here. We're going to see it's going to be tough.
Absolutely. Here's the next pitch. And we have a big swing and a miss for strike two. And that brings our count to 1-2.
I like this kid in the mouth. He came out and he just dealing. He revving back and he going, huh?
Count is 1-2. Here's the payoff. And we have a fly ball pop up to second base.
Gotta
right
talk
there in
the
that
triangle. Gotta talk.
And it drops. And what'd you say about a bloop single? It looks like a what?
It's a line drive.
Looks
That's
like
the
a
right
line
fielder ball.
drive.
That's the right fielder ball. The right fielder has to come and take that ball. If I'm in the outfield, I got to take that ball. That's you, right fielder. That's the right fielder ball. Ain't no point. That's your ball. That's your ball. There's nothing to point about. That's your ball.
So we have 2 outs with a runner on first. And at the plate.
You come in hard. You call them off. That's your ball.
But let me ask you this. I know, ball in the air, we got to catch that. But do you think the elements are a factor? It's still.
Ain't no excuse, man.
And this brother right now looking like he's got some.
What is Tim over there doing?
That one right there was a little close. So last at bat, this gentleman got hit by the pitch twice in one at bat. So he just almost caught one just right now. So run on first. Count is 1-0, 2 outs. And runner stays, and ball is in the dirt, and that will take the count to 2-0.
Gave a team an extra out. I won't be surprised if Ogden put up 2 runs that's in it. Outs got to be outs when you're playing this game. Outs have to be outs when you're playing this game. Base hit with the elements like we talked about, guess what? Anything can happen right now.
Absolutely. So runner has a pretty close lead to first. Here's the pitch. A little high in the zone, that takes us to 3-0 count.
He was calling them earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think he might have got settled into, the rain and kept a lot of people in bed a little longer as we see a pitch come across the plate for strike one. Hey, man, listen. Earlier start than usual. We had to push the games up a little bit. But we're here, and everybody has a job to do, and we want everybody to do their job right. And as we have a swing and a miss, that takes us to a full count. Count is 3-2 with runner on, 2 outs.
East St. Louis taking the walk.
And so we have the payoff pitch with a full count. Runner goes, and he's rung up, and that will end.
There it is.
That will end the top half of the 5th inning as we go into the bottom. So let's talk about this next matchup while we have a moment between East St. Louis and Morgan Park. So what are you expecting to see from both programs today?
I'm expecting to see East St. Louis come out here and compete and do what they do. I'm expecting to see Morgan Park come out here and to reestablish themselves as being one of the best teams in the city. All the pressure to me is on Morgan Park. That's just me. They're back in the Classic. They wanted to be here.
You don't want to say special thanks to all the ladies in the building for the baseball game.
And so, it's on them.
So we don't really know too much, obviously, about the East St. Louis program. We spoke to Coach Scott earlier this week, and he said he's only had one game, and the one game that they did have was a blowout against back from Park. Actually against, and I can say about Coach Chapman, aka Coach DC, because
shout out to DC. I like DC a lot, man. I like the young fella.
Yeah, he's one of those young up and coming coaches. It's Morgan Park versus Mount Carmel, and a lot of people don't expect a program like Morgan Park to come out and put out the showing that they did. Now, granted, they lost 10-0. But depending on who they play on any other day, that's a different ballgame. And let's be honest. Mount Carmel was expected to win a state championship in their class, and to see that Morgan Park, and let's keep this in mind as well. They had one bad inning, and they kept the game pretty close beyond that. But again, like I said before, the score didn't necessarily reflect the outcome of the game, but a loss is a loss. But Coach DC has his boys bouncing back. And as we get into the bottom of the 5th inning, Ogden has another pitching change as we have number 10, Ruiz, on the mound now. So we have a 9-3 game, bottom of the 5th. And Homewood Flossmoor is back at the plate, and coming up for Homewood Flossmoor is number 32, Brock Hamilton. I feel like I've been saying his name all day. Been up there a lot today,
Jamal Clark played AAA baseball for the guess who? Montreal Expos. A little baseball knowledge for you guys.
And here's the pitch. Oh! A high fly to left field. And it stays
he got a hold to it though.
It stays in the park, and it looks like he have a stand-up double for Brock.
He was a little bit in front of that one. It was a
If he eats breakfast this morning, it's probably over.
yeah.
Boy
Man.
didn't eat breakfast this morning, but
He put a ride on it.
But a big hit to lead off the 5th inning for Brock Hamilton as he leads off this inning with a stand-up double.
Couple more push-ups, kid. Couple more push-ups is breakfast. You might have been on Midlothian.
And so coming to the plate is the catcher number 0, the Morehouse commit.
Very athletic catcher, man.
Ryan.
Very athletic catcher.
Yes, sir. Ryan Myers, number 0.
Very athletic catcher.
And here's the pitch. And
Ooh, the knuckler.
And that goes over for strike 1 with the swing and a miss.
That looked like the knuckler. Hey.
So we have a count of 0-1, runner on second. Here's the pitch. And a swing and
Right.
a miss for strike 2.
Coach Mark is hot. Stay back on the ball, hit the ball to right field, man.
Got to stay back because now you've seen 2 pitchers that have thrown hard, and this guy right now on the mound is just
Throwing the EF, that's the ephus.
the ephus pitch, and it's just everything is seeming so slow, and he rears back and he misses with ball 1, so now the count is now 1-2. So when we look at these pitches, one thing we have to do, we have to give our credit to Coach Corey Herndon, who is the pitching coach for Ogden. And the one thing that if you know anything about the Ogden program, you know, they keep arms. That's the one thing every time I talk to Corey, he always say, we got arms, I got arms. And so he's
got about 5 pitchers.
And right now, his arms right now, this young man right now is keeping things together with the exception of that first pitch.
He got the ball.
And
You got to pause. You got to pause, young fella. You got to pause.
Can't do the quick pitch.
You got to pause, young fella.
Can't do the quick pitch. So now we have a runner who advances on the ball to the third base.
Now, as a hitter, I gotta hit the ball to the right side of the field.
Absolutely.
I gotta, and I know he's throwing the ball slow. I gotta force my way to hit the ball to the right side.
Or at least put one in the air and give your runner a chance
love
to
it. He's
tag
up.
And the ball inside that brings our count to 2-2. Count is now even.
I love look how he moved up in the box though. I love that.
So the count is full. Count is now 3-2, no outs. And we have a foul ball hit to us, and now we'll keep the count full. That keeps our count full with no outs. And here's the payoff. And
That's a good piece of hitting. Why is he not going?
And the runner is out at first. Great play by Mia Ramirez.
Why is he not? Why the Marcus him? So the ball hit the right side, he should have been gone.
So the runner stays at third, have 1 out as the ball was squibbed to second base. A great play by Mia Ramirez and an even better play by the pitcher for covering. So we have 1 out, runner on third.
Score is still 9-3.
So the score is 9-3 right now. And here's the pitch to Jack Cassidy. Count is right now 1-0.
Jack got a hit for the day and got a hit in the RBI.
And here is the pitch, and he takes one.
Way to eat
off the
those!
shoulder. And now you have runners on the corners with 1 out.
We got a runners at first and third situation here.
And coming to the plate is the UIC Connect, who's connected already for a home run, Mikey Watson.
They want to hold the Vikings to 9 runs where they are.
And at the conclusion of this ball game, I will be going to get something to eat. Shout out to Uncle Remus.
They here?
I don't know, but somebody is, because doesn't matter. I'm going to find some food because brother man is hungry.
I'm gonna go to Nikki's.
If you go to Nikki's, bring me one of their famous gyros. As we sit here and talk about our lunch plans, Mikey Watson steps to the plate.
Right now, he's my MVP. 2 for 2, 3 RBIs, 2 hits with a walk.
And we have first pitch for a pitch on the inside corner.
Got an inside the park on run. 3 RBIs leading the team right now. Right now, I have to choose. He'd be MVP.
Not a bad choice. Still a lot of baseball left to play though. And the pitcher keeps running at first honest. Still, the count is still 0-1. Scores 9-3. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Makes the count even at 1-1.
Been on first and third.
And we have a guest back in the booth with us. We've got Kevin Cole. We'll talk with him in just a moment to kind of see what his thoughts are thus far.
Kevin
Through
Cole,
5
speak about the
minutes.
game, man.
It's cold.
And sees another pitch on the inside corner, and that takes our count to 1-2.
It's 80 degrees in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And the sun is out.
And you didn't bring us any sun?
Hey, man,
Come on, man.
I tried.
You tried to pull in the car with you.
Runners kept on us over at first base.
I didn't even have no coat. Just sitting in my car.
So the count is still 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Foul ball hit to the right side. That will keep our count at 1-2.
Surprised the runner's still at first base. No, Coach Marcus, like, what we doing?
So Kevin,
He's slow to the pit. He's slow to the plate. He's not throwing the ball hard. That guy should have been gone.
So Kevin, during the pregame, you had spoke on HF and Ogden both. Somebody needed to play small ball, and it looks like Homewood Flossmoor heard you as we get the payoff pitch, and he misses on the inside corner. It looked pretty close.
I think
Just missed.
I think the wind and small balls kind of factored in. There's some balls that have carried because of the wind, and then small ball it's a nature. Like I think you catch teams off guard these days because.
Tag!
As we have a fly ball hit to center field, Ramirez is camping up under it, and runner goes from third, and that will take our score to 10-3.
Michael Watson right there driving that run in from third base. Now the score is now 10-3. Homewood Flossmoor.
So the score is now 10-3 with 2 outs. So again, Kevin, back to you.
I think the wind is, some of them balls have carried a little further than the outfielders have expected. A couple balls in short off the fence. That ball that kid hit off the fence in right field, I'm sure he never hit a ball that far opposite way.
You gotta go.
We have a pass ball getting past the first base.
He gotta get 3. He gotta get 3.
And he's looking 3. We have a throw at the to third, and he is safe as the throw from the first baseman is offline. And so now, still no count. Runners on third as he advances on the bad throw, the bad pickup from the pitcher.
In the bottom of the field.
Like the bad idea about a pitcher. And if he didn't run on first and third, he definitely ain't running when he on the base by himself.
Yep.
So he just kind of donated them 2 bases.
Little things.
And the ball is sitting low for the first pitch of this at bat, and that takes us to 1-0. 2 outs, runner on third with a score of 10-3. Kevin Cole is in the booth with the voice and myself.
Losing to a damn rec team, dog.
And he just misses with that inside pitch, and that takes us to a 2-0 count.
Hey, boy, Kevin Cole, we was out so well played, man. We had a kid fall off the mound. It just went haywire for us.
That's a good hit. Line drive hit to left field, and that should end the inning. And as we go into the top of the 6th, score
Once again,
Homewood Flossmoor 10 runs on 14 hits as they lead Ogden 10-3. And we are going to take a little bit of a breather and let DJ Donnell do some spinning.
We back.
Welcome to Chicago.
And we will take a
Chicago,
quick
the rain
break.
ain't gonna keep us away. We got DJ D up in the building today right now. Spinning on the ones and twos.
We talking about
Good time with us. Make sure you
talking about
hit
this one
that
time when
consent,
we was out there playing.
Make sure you get some of that merchandise.
Coach Kev, man, Coach Kev went off on us, man. He went so hard on us. I ain't never felt so bad in my life, man. We came back and won that game, but it was bad at first. What you got? Your boy Simeon, what they gonna do, man? Simeon against Rich. Smoke.
It's gonna be alright. Young,
man.
lost some kids. Make some young. Got playing 2 freshmen. One of them kids grew up in the performance center.
Oh, man.
All them kids are freshmen. Playing in the Pullman Center.
Man, the Puma, hey, shout out to Coach K, man. The Pullman Center used to be jumping, man. He called me, say, man, bring your girls, come play in this tournament, dog. Let them get some exposure. I said, all right, we gonna come. We came, we competed. And it's crazy. Talk about it, Mira Ramirez. One of those girls. Janaya Pillow is one of those girls. You know
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
saying?
Janaya. I misspelled her name when I did my interview with her, so shout out to her because Avon got on my heels about that. It wasn't intentional, everybody. So as we go into the top of the sixth, and DJ Donnell starting to get he rolling now. We get into the top of the sixth. Number 16 for Ogden is coming up. We have Pagan, who was on the mound in the fourth inning. He's back at the plate.
Gone over 2 for the day. With a K. See if we can.
And there's a swing and a miss to start off the inning. Strike one.
He looking at the dugout. Got to keep his head down on the ball right there, man.
We got the battle of the tens on the mound right now.
And we have a count of 1-1. The count is now even.
Getting some action down there in the bullpen for Ogden.
And the ball gets a little bit outside, and that will bring the count to 2-1.
Well, I'm Coach Marcus right now. I'm telling the team, hey, man, let's get 3 up, 3 down. Let's get back in the dugout.
Responsible for getting the ball that gets away from the catcher.
This kid's done a good job pitching. Come in, throw strikes. He's gotten ahead in counts.
Yep.
Established his fastball. He's getting, they hit the ball right at people, and he's punching out kids that he's.
I believe it's a 1-2 count on the
He's really done a really good job pitching.
No outs.
When you look at this HF team, Coach Kev, do you think they can compete for a state championship?
Well, to compete for a state championship, you gotta have pitch. You gotta have at least 2 pitches that you can count on. I don't know the roster well enough for that. It seems like
As we have a ground ball hit to second, easy play, and that will give us out number 1.
4-3 put out.
You gotta have 2 starters, and you gotta have some arms in the bullpen that can beat some of your Catholic blue teams. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like when the playoffs start, Providence and Brother Rice and Rita, they all wind up figuring out what their teams are and who their teams are, and they tend to go pretty far in the playoffs. So to get off the south side, you got to be able to have a couple arms to beat. You're gonna have to beat at least 2 or 3 of those teams to get out.
Well, I know that they do have Henry Hughes.
The Northwestern commit.
Northwestern commit.
Thank you guys for joining us here.
You
You could have been anywhere in the world.
And Cormac
Saunders. So they got 2 arms. And then if AJ can do what he can do, and this young man right here, I think they solidified, man. They can really make a run.
So that takes our count right there with 1 out. The 0-1 count is on a big swing and miss. So here's the pitch, and it's a little behind outside, and it takes us to an even count of 1-1.
If I'm Coach Poole right now, I'm telling my guys, man, hey, look, make sure you go up there hunting, stay in the box and compete, man, no matter what. This game is not over.
We have a high fly ball hit to the right side.
Right fielder got to call that ball. I got to be right for the ball.
Up under it, and that is out number 2.
If that would have dropped, that would have been a fair ball, too. He learned from his last time in the triangle. Anything hitting that grass, I want that ball. As outfielder, that has to be your mentality. Am I right, Coach Kevin?
Yeah, it's top of priority. So outfielders got to get everything they can get to. They got to call everybody out. So that is a practice once a week you should have in the preseason and probably bi-weekly during the season.
Yep.
So you have Elias Pimentel at the plate. Takes his first pitch for a strike.
He 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. See if he can get off the schneid.
And a big swing and a miss, and that takes the count to 0-2 with 2 outs.
Number 10's not messing around. He's going right at it.
Another fastball. He's going to be late on it again.
Fastball coming. Let's see if Coach Vince and yourself are thinking the same
Here's
thing.
the payoff, and he misses a bit outside.
Got to give us Coach Vince, man. He's one of the best pitcher coaches out here, man.
Absolutely. That brings our count to 1-2 with 2 outs. And here's the payoff. And
sped his bat up. Should have break him off again.
Just a little chopper fouled off. Keeps our count at 1-2.
Coach Kevin, talk about the how you guys doing out there since Cincinnati, man, RBI, man. How's it going out there since the transition?
Well, when you get somewhere, your goal should be to leave it better than what you found it. I feel like it's in a better place now than what it was when I got there. We have some really good teams there in our program.
2-2 here.
My 11-year team has to play up in our weekday league because 11-year-old teams won't play them. My 13-year-old team, I got a kid that's sitting 85 now.
And a swing and a miss.
There it is.
Swing and a miss.
It's,
Oh, that's the
my high
end of
school
the top of the
team
sixth.
looks
We're
very
moving
good,
into
very
the bottom of the
competitive, very
sixth inning
athletic
now.
and whatnot. And so
We're getting close to the end.
the program is in a good place to move forward over the
I
next
just gotta
5-6
do
years.
something.
Awesome job, man.
Nobody, man. I got a kid going to Louisville. He's a senior this year.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So we got a chance to get drafted. We got a bunch of scouts come out watching.
And what's his name?
Welcome once again to the
Oh,
Manny
I
Sanchez.
got a chance to meet him at the Double Duty Classic last summer.
baseball
Good
classic
kid.
that is the Super Bowl of high school
Hey
baseball.
man, you know what? One thing I know about you, Kev, you're gonna put the hard work, sweat, and tears in these kids, man. You're gonna make sure that they
Let's go.
that they work, man, and you know what you've done here, you know, in the Chicagoland area, man, and you're taking that grit and that grind down there to the Natty, you know, with the grit and grind that they already had down there, you know. But it's sometimes about just refocusing and moving things around and shifting and putting your own stamp on it. And they seen what you did here in Chicago, and they was like, hey man, we want you to come down and do it here in the Natty, and you know, you done a hell of a job down there, man. So you know, kudos to you, my brother.
Appreciate it. So you got to get people to buy in.
Yep.
This is like establishing the culture is critical. So if you don't, you have your boots on the ground and you don't establish the culture, like people are not going to follow you. You don't have a good plan and you don't pass it into the kids and you don't try to develop relationships with those kids and so that they understand when you're trying to teach them. Sometimes you got to be hard on them in order to get them to understand what you're trying to show them. So and you got to teach them how to deal with the failures of it all. You know, the thing with sports now, which has changed probably over the last 5 to 6 years, is the
I want to quit. I want to leave. I want to go.
yeah, but it's the mental health and wellness, man. A lot of kids deal with anxiety because of social media, and you know they see their peers on social media, and everybody's posting all their good days.
They don't post the bad
They don't
ones.
show you the struggle.
No.
But like, it's hard for kids because they think the good kids are always good 100% of the time, and they're not.
They gotta listen to people like Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts said, man, baseball is the hardest thing to do. He said, I work every day and night, 24 hours, and I still don't hit that thing. He said, I still don't hit that thing. That's come from a guy that's MVP and a full-time champ.
But see, I don't think people understand that baseball is a game of failure. And if you can hit 30% of the pitches, you go to the Hall of Fame.
Man,
And there's not one single pitcher in the Hall of Fame right now who has a perfect ERA.
nope.
You know, so, you know, when we, as coaches, it's our job to just let them know, hey, 2 things you have to learn how to do. You have to learn how to fight through adversity, and you have to learn how to celebrate your wins, because they don't come that often, 30% of the time.
You gotta control your emotions, man.
Absolutely.
Control your emotions. Control your emotions,
I think the
man.
game has changed too. Just after watching the WBC and how the Latino country
Yeah.
is and celebrating, like this sport is hard, and so like the old unwritten rules are like act like you've been there before if you hit a home run, but like this sport's so hard now. If you hit a home run, why
You
can't
gotta celebrate.
Yeah, man.
Why can't you celebrate?
It's trash if you don't, man.
So we are now in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Ogden now has a pitch and change as they go to number 12, Guzman, and for Homewood Flossmoor, number 31, Calvin Stuckey is now at the plate. We have a 1-0 count. I'm sorry, 0-1 count.
Long delivery. See the ball coming out of his hand. I'm 31. I can pick the ball up early. Little stuff like that. I got to look at it if I'm a hitter.
So right now the count is 1-1. Score of 10-3. Homewood Flossmoor. Here's the pitch, and ball is in the dirt, and that will give the count be 2-1.
Pretty sure Coach Mark is telling, man, you see a strike, you got to go at it, man. You know, don't be up there being tentative. You see your pitch, go out there right now.
So the count is 2-1, no outs. Here's the pitch. And we have a fastball on the outside for ball 3 that brings the count to now 3-1.
So you gotta go hunting right now. Gotta go hunting. Gotta want to see something right now that you can drive. If it ain't nothing you can put in the left-hand turnpike, you don't want it.
And here's the pitch, and that is ball 4. So now you have a runner on first with no outs.
Got a no hitter.
And coming to the plate now for Homewood Flossmoor, we have number 26, Bryce Gilmore.
He was on his dad
Shout
on the
out to his
podcast.
dad, Marquise Gilmore, one of the good brothers.
So I want to.
Josh Guzman on the mound.
So runner on first, no outs. And here's the pitch. And we have a squibbler hit to shortstop, and that will be out number 1. So we have one out, run on first. Score is 10-3.
He's way out in front.
And it looks like Coach Marcus is starting to empty out his bench because we have another substitution. Number 30 is coming in now. And it doesn't look like we have him.
True story about
We
Bryce.
have Ben Ferrara.
And it's crazy about the Natty. He was able to meet Josh Harrison.
I'm sorry, it's Farrell. My fault.
And they was happy, man. I'm glad I was able to see that. He came to the Sox game, told him to come down.
Big swing.
Big fella coming out swinging though.
Big swing and a miss for strike one.
This Farrell?
Yeah.
Ben Farrell, number 30.
His older brother pitched for us, man. He was really good.
For real?
Yeah. Charlie Farrell, he was like 91, 92 on the bump with a nasty slider.
Was he there when Jake was there? The Shorter was there?
He was younger though.
Okay.
All right, so the count is 1-1 with a runner on first. With one out.
Coach Kel, when you see Schroeder in the dugout, man, how that make you feel, bro?
Here's the pitch.
One of the
Ball's
nicest
in the
kids,
dirt.
ain't he, man?
Yeah, Jake, Jake really worked hard. Jake was a great leader when we were at HF. We didn't have to worry about our catching or pitching. We could focus on everything else when
Here's
Jake
the
was
pitch.
there.
And it's in the dirt inside, and that takes the count to 3-1.
Great to see that he's coaching now. You know, when kids that played underneath you wind up coaching, that means they had a good experience playing baseball, you know, and with all the coaches that they played for. So it's an opportunity. They want to get back to the community, you know what I mean? Everybody don't do that. So
No, they don't.
It's kind of cool to see Jake coaching.
Yeah.
So Jake was an intense player. Super intense.
So the count right now is full with a runner on first.
He was lights out behind that plate, too.
Yes, he was. You wasn't running on
Oh,
him.
my God.
And here's the payoff. And a big swing and a miss, and that gives Ogden 2 outs. So 2 outs, runner on first, and coming to the plate now for Homewood Flossmoor. Again, as Coach Marcus is starting to empty out his bench.
Christian Hudson.
We have number 4, Christian Hudson, back at the plate.
Number 4, Christian Hudson. Got a little mound view from the catcher there.
I'm Christian right now. Guess what? I'm up 7.
Just get a piece.
Man, I'm swinging from the low.
Just get a piece.
I'm up 7, G.
JoJo's a speed guy. JoJo ran like a 6'2", 6'3", man. He's
For real?
guy.
Wow.
Yeah. JoJo's a speed guy.
All right, so here we
Hey,
are.
third baseman playing back. I'm putting one out there, Jack.
Here we go. Here's the pitch, and we have
Especially-
a ball outside for ball 1.
Especially doing a pitch that's not bringing that much speed. I drop one down. Speed on spot for speed right now. That can be a first to third for the
And
Way to
looks
eat
like he
those.
got hit by the pitch, or did he?
They hit him.
No, I might have caught the. Did he catch the knob? No, he got hit by the pitch.
And they hit him. You heard that,
Oh
man.
no, it caught the knob. The umpire saying that it caught the knob of the bat, so that's a foul ball.
He ain't really
He
He didn't sell it.
acting job,
He didn't sell
man.
it.
Gotta get them some acting lessons, Coach Marcus.
Gotta drop that bat and act hurt. So that brings the count to 1-1 with a runner on first with 2 outs.
Bring Denzel in, man.
And here's the pitch, and the ball is inside, and that
That
brings the
could've
count to
hit.
2-1.
We talked earlier, man, not being a selfish teammate.
2-1 count here.
I'm not moving out. The ball coming 40 miles per hour. I'm taking that. Like, seriously.
All right, so here's the pitch 2-1, and we have a pitch on the outside corner that brings the count to 3-1.
I'm surprised Marcus not trying to get this bag, man. Because he said we up 7, the game ain't over. I gotta want everything I can get. I want it all. I'm sending him on this pitch right here.
And he
Good.
goes.
What'd I say? That's it?
And there's a throw down, and it is to the second baseman, but doesn't matter. Ball 4.
There's a walk to the award to the batter. We got 2 outs here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Homewood
So now
Flossmoor.
coming to the plate for Homewood Flossmoor is number 12, Donovan Philpott,
He's looking to do a little bit more damage.
getting his first action for today.
She'll be here later. She coming later.
So a runner's on first and second with 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and ball just a little high, and that takes us to ball 1.
Morgan Park, East St. Louis up next.
Yes, sir.
I don't see no Morgan Park alum yet.
Well, they might be all hiding up underneath the concourse. It's still a little damp. And here's a pitch, and that one hits the batter. And now we have bases loaded.
This might get out of hand.
Bases.
A 3-run homer ends it.
Who up the bat?
I'm sorry, no.
Seems like the rain is starting to come down. Got a meeting at the mound.
Actually, no. It looks like we may be having a pitching change. No, it doesn't look like just Corey Hearn, the pitching coach, is just going out there to settle his pitcher down, have a quick conversation with him. One thing about Corey Hearn, I got to give a brother his flowers, because you know what? When I got into coaching and I got into media, he was one of the first gentleman, although he kind of rubbed me the wrong way when I first met him, because if you don't know Corey, you think he really is the bully, but really and truly he's been a great influence in my career as a coach and in media. We talk a lot, and so it's no surprise to see that this program is starting to roll, and he's one of those guys that's helping. So shout out to Coach Corey Hearn, the assistant coach at Ogden International. And as we get back going, we have number 8 for Homewood Flossmoor, Kamari Dawkins at the plate.
I like that Coach Marcus is getting everybody a taste of the classic, man. You know.
And so here's the pitch with bases loaded, 2 outs, and ball is in the dirt inside, and that will give them ball 1.
Yeah, base hit right now, scores 2 runs. You know.
But a grand slam ends it.
Yeah.
So 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ball high, and that will be ball 2. So count is now 2-0.
You gotta take till you get a strike now, man. Take till you get a strike.
Let's go. Come on, 12.
Coach Mark, you want to go get some food? She full on that. We started.
Didn't bring us nothing.
That's not what happened.
So tell the people what happened then, as we talk about a 3-0
I had
count.
to run on a run, you know. Somebody phone broke and need a wireless charger.
Oh wow! And here's the 3-0 pitch. And that will walk in a run, and it looks like Coach Poole is going to pull his pitcher.
But see, here's the thing: do I take him out?
Well, he has to pull him because that's the second mound visit, so he has to come out now.
Because as I wouldn't want him, you know, he's probably a young guy. I want him to compete. I want him to learn how to deal with adversity.
Yeah, but on a stage like this, though, you know, you got a 11-3 lead. You're down 11-3 right now. Where's
they bring another young fella in? Who's coming in?
So we'll take a look. And it looks like number 27 for Ogden. It is. We have Esteban on the mound. And I think something we also have to take into consideration with Ogden is that they're very young. Sophomore, junior-led team. You know, they're not quite babies, but they're not quite super experienced. You know, you have like players like Mira Ramirez, the sophomore, starting at second base, and you know, you have Elias Pimentel, another sophomore out there. So if you look at the grand scheme of things with Ogden, they're built to sustain. And it's still early in the season, so it's very hard to tell where they're going to be. And when I interviewed Cormac Saunders, and this kind of speaks to the volumes of the other programs, most of these teams have only played 4 or 5 games. So we really don't know what they are, except for the last game we saw them play. And as Cormac said, you know, we can get excited about a game like today. However, it's all about making it through May and June. And so, but this is the Super Bowl of high school baseball, so no, you're supposed to get hyped up for this game, right?
Yeah, if you're not hyped up for this, man, like seriously. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So a single ends today's game. We have bases loaded. Score is 11-3. 2 more runs will end this ball game for Homewood Flossmoor.
Marcus probably telling them right now, hey man, look here, you got
Be
a
smart
chance
and
to
find your pitch.
You know what I'm saying?
No
You got
pressure.
a chance to end it right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, and it's starting to fill up. Like I said, you can't see them in the bleachers, but we're seeing them hang around the concourse.
Oh, the concourse is gonna be deep.
Yeah, we're starting to see the concourse.
The beer garden over there cracking.
Yep, and I'm looking to see who I can recognize in the crowd. I see the Cordero family, Jacob Cordero's mom in the bleachers, and I see, who else do I see? I'm trying to take a look. I see we got Simeon starting to pull in as Coach Smoke is hanging out on the concourse talking with Coach DeMar. We've got a pitch, and it gets over for strike 1. So it's 2 outs, bases loaded, 0-1 count. And again, stick around with us for the rest of the day, because at the conclusion, and we have a foul ball hit to us.
Heads up.
And that will bring the count to 0-2.
Coach Marcus told me he need to keep his head down the ball. He see his entire face. He's smiling while he's swinging. I need to keep my head down the ball, see the ball off the bat.
And at the plate,
Basic wins the game.
And at the plate right now is number 6, Marcos Morales. Not sure if there's any relation to Mateo Morales, the infielder at Triton College, who played at Homewood Flossmoor and was one of the big players last season in the Classic. And if you remember 2 years ago, made one of the plays in Classic history with Torrey Chaney.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a wild
fastball.
pitch, and we now have a 12-3 game. One more run will end this ball game.
What did FanDuel say?
And what did I say? We not putting. Look, I'm not putting no numbers out there for no high school game. But I understand what you're saying.
I'm just joking.
So we have.
And I love that Coach Marcus is giving, like I said, I'm saying it again, giving, his guys come up the bench and play. And Coach Poole for, I'm going to give you my young fellas, get in here and get some experience because I'm going to have to rely on you later.
And there's another pitch on the outside, and that brings the count.
He's leaning off to the first base side. Pretty sure Coach Corey is going to tell him, hey, man, shift over to the third base side of the rubber.
That brings our count full with 2 outs, runners on second and third.
Base hit wins the game, Marcos.
And here's the payoff. And
Hey,
he fouls
I like
it
that
off,
type of
staying
payoff.
aggressive. Count remains full. Yep, count remains full. Score is 12-3. Rain looks like it's starting to slow down. And ball in the dirt. Now we have bases loaded. We now have bases loaded.
Bases are now loaded. 2 outs still.
Take Coach Marcus on the interview.
So here's the pitch, and big swing and a miss. And we have at the plate right now number 19, Caleb Wilson. Count is now 0-1. That dugout down there at Homewood Flossmoor is starting to get alive. I think they're starting to see what's happening here. And
No!
a fly ball
What we got?
to left field, and that will end the inning.
All right. That's
And with 6 innings under our belt, the score is 12-3. Homewood Flossmoor 12 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Ogden 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. As we go into the top of the 7th inning, we are going to just take a breather, stretch our legs, and we are going to allow you all to listen to the tunes and the spins of DJ Donnell. We will be back in just a moment.
Hey, send this thing up, baby. Bring a little California to us. You know,
That brings the California sun.
this Chicago, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We want to say thank you to both these fine teams, both these fine programs for coming out here today, representing very well. Very well. Very clean baseball. Stick around for our next game. We got the Morgan Park Mustangs going against East St. Louis, baby. Little in-state rivalry. Let's go.
We had yesterday's weather, man.
Once again, if you're interested in getting some of these beautiful uniforms, beautiful jerseys that you see our players rocking, for our MVP of this game, I'm going to make that announcement upon the end of the game. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors in the building.
How's it doing?
He had a real good season, man. He had a real good season. He won for 9 his last in that best. This last season, last series, got like 3 barrels. He was like, man, 3 strikeouts, but no, he probably like 340 for the season.
Appreciate the hard play of both these teams today.
They should make it back to the World Series. They go this year.
All right, so we are back. It is now the top of the 7th inning, and Ogden is down to their final bullets as Alex Feliz takes the lead off. And we have a pitch and change for Homewood Flossmoor. And we have a fly ball hit to right field.
Gotta call it right fielder.
Shallow right. And that is a can of corn, and that will be out number 1 for Ogden. 1 pitch, 1 out. And HF is now 2 outs away from pulling out a victory. And on the mound for Homewood Flossmoor is number 2, Thomas Eastock, coming in to close out today's ball game. Coming to the plate, they're back at the top of the order with AJ Ramirez, who's having a pretty solid game today.
He has
the Kennedy King commit. And here's the pitch, and fouls it back, and that will be strike 1.
I like, hey, they still competing. Game ain't over. We still up here hacking. We still up here swinging. You know, baseball is a selfish team sport.
And one thing you have to also give Coach Poole credit for, despite what the score looks like right now, he's keeping his players encouraged. They're still loud, and they understand, although, yes, this is a pretty big matchup, he's still coaching, and his players are still very much so locked in.
That's what it's about right there, man.
So real quick, we do have another guest, because that's what we do. We just bring people in all day long. We got a friend of the organization. Our boy Christian Metz comes from University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. Just got inducted in one of their top athletes in school history. So shout out to you, man. So Chris, you know, this is 5th year of the Chicago High School Baseball Classic. How's it feel? You know, how's it feel seeing the growth here in Ozinga?
I think the growth is amazing. To get the kids excited about, you know, playing baseball is huge, and getting an opportunity for the kids, even younger than them, to see, hey, you know, this is exciting. Getting an opportunity to play in front of a bunch of different people. The game's intense. You know, it's a dog fight.
There it is.
Game. You know, it's really exciting to see it.
Hey, so here it is. So, you know, Matt's first came to Ace to start coaching. Now he's coaching his son. How's that going for you? Being a crazy coach.
It's a different side, and I would have loved to some of the parents as well too.
So you always talk about me.
It's a different.
You see.
It's a different side.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Having to navigate it now, you go back to the parents when you coach their kids and ask them, man, how did you navigate through some of these things? You know, but I think that it's exciting to
it's a good swing.
See him grow and see him being excited in the game, and you know, even though we couldn't make it today because, you know, just weather for him and he was a little down, but just to see him being excited to even watch baseball is big for me.
I'm excited. I get to sit back in right field and watch you go crazy, watch Dave go crazy, watch Smoke go crazy, watch Ern go crazy. Mark is a dad now, so I get to watch him go. I can't wait. I'm telling you.
You'll have your Stanley.
Oh my God, I'm gonna talk so much ish.
Well, here we are. The count is 2-1 with 2 outs. And here's the pitch, and we have a foul ball hit to the right side, and that will bring the count even to 2-2 with 2 outs.
2-2-2.
Down to the last strike and their final out.
It's good to see the kids still battling even through the weather. So.
Yep.
That's because they want to be here, you know. And so here's the payoff and the pitch, and
there it is.
And we are done here. That is going to conclude today's matchup. The Homewood Flossmoor Vikings take care of business with a score of 12-3. As
And I know you guys are ready
shout out,
to hear
yeah, shout out to the Hyde Park alum, the Indian, because what are they now? Thunderbirds or something like that. Hey, it doesn't matter because you're an Indian. Coach E is an Indian. Everybody's Indian. But as we conclude today's matchup versus Homewood Flossmoor Ogden is a 12-3 ending. Shout out to the Homewood Flossmoor Vikings on another victory.
came out fighting hard,
And
baby.
another W under the belt for head coach Marcus Marcus Rogers.
We just finished game one.
But still a good effort by the Ogden Owls. Nothing to hang their hats on. Because for all intents and purposes, a lot of players, a lot of people thought this game was going to be a much worse outcome than what it was. So shout out to Ogden for coming out to compete.
We appreciate you so much.
And I think if we're going to be honest, while we have a moment before we present our 2026 MVP of this matchup, I can really look at this as we were counted out to not even make it this far. And they took him to this. So as a coach, if I'm Coach Poole and I'm the rest of those coaches on the staff, I'm telling my guys, hey, listen, a lot of y'all were supposed to be counted out anyway. You're not even supposed to be competing this way.
Man, they competed, man. We laughed and we joked. We talk about landslide. We talk about the 7 runs. That's all in good and fun, man. But seeing them compete, seeing them being able to do what they can do, you know, that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? They're a young squad, going against the number 5 team in the state. You know what I'm saying? They competed. That's all that matters, man. So shout out to Coach Poole. Something like this to get them revved up, get ready to go into their conference and prepare them to try to win the city championship.
So we're going to take a quick break, but while we're waiting on the MVP announcement, we have the head coach of the Simeon Wolverines. We got Coach Brandon Smoke Williams, and I'm supposed to be putting this interview out, but it was 2 hours and it's still loading. But it's a great interview. I'm glad everybody's being patient, but the interview will be out. So Brandon, first of all, man, welcome to the booth. You guys are, the elements right now don't seem pretty fair, but you guys have a little bit of time for your game. So this week, you saw the program, you guys were ranked out the rest of the week. There's been such a long layoff between games. What are you telling your guys as we see the Homewood Flossmoor players get rewarded this year? What have you been telling your players to keep them back and motivated this week?
Congratulations
the first thing is this Chicago, elements is something we can't control. We can only control what we can control. So we hit it hard on the practice field this week, man. I mean, there was some days that got cold because of the cold weather. We still stuck it out and went out there and did a little something, to get ourselves going. But the message for today was, man, enjoy the moment, but don't make the moment bigger than it is.
And not to cut you off real quick, but this looks like 2026. The MVP of today's game is going to be the UIC commit, Mikey Watson. So congratulations to Mikey.
Mikey had 4 RBIs inside the park home run and a couple hits. He really was the catalyst of the squad today. But Coach Smoke, Simeon been in this thing ever since this thing been thinking. You are 2-0 in this thing. Simeon is undefeated in this thing. You know, do you feel any pressure of keeping that tradition going? Just for this game, not for the season, not for nothing, but just for this game in particular. You want to bring that trophy back on Vince.
I want to definitely bring the trophy back.
To my man Ernest Ward, baby. Black baseball media.
Like I say, I value the classic. I believe the classic is a great thing. But I don't let my emotions get too caught up in all the fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's another game. You know, it's one game on the list of all the games we got to go, man. And it's an opportunity for us to get better and showcase ourselves to be great. You know, and so that's what I look forward to. You know what I mean? Come out here, compete, do what we do best, and at the end of the day, we want to leave as a winner, you know, so that's the plan. That's still the goal.
That's still the goal?
Still the goal. You know, but I don't feel no pressure in achieving that.
Well, you know, I just want to tell you, Smoke, man, we appreciate you. We called the first couple classic in this booth together, man, and then now watching you lead your alma mater to this thing, man, it's super dope, man. So I just want to say, I appreciate you, bro. Everybody know I'm biased. Dang it, I'm going for my little bro and his Wolverines to win it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of trading places and that's going into this next game, man. So we're gonna take a small break, get everything set up for Ogden. Get everything set up for MP in East St. Louis. We appreciate y'all tuning in to this. It's your 5 of the Classic. It's your boy Book. You got Coco Barbie in the booth and the boy Smoke and Sam. Just went outside to do interviews, man. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all back on the other side. Appreciate y'all, man. It's BBM. Holla.
Game time of our next game is